Six called me up, told me fuck that old stuff.
Let's go! Let's go!
Well, I got something new for you, homie. Triple X. SIXXEXO.
Yeah!
Let's go. Old hoes got new tricks, old folks hate my new whips. Old chill spots got upgraded, that's vodka and Netflix. Old J's for these new fits, old Blaze backwoods piff. Old bills that I got them faded, now the pots and checks rich. My old homies was reckless, whipping in the bando. Couple white girls jiggling topless. Rock mixed with thoughtness, rock like recognized. Far from a thug, but I got mine. And an 18-month-old with my initials giving me the 9 to pop mine. And it's registered, so I sit next to your body while you shot crime. Card in my hand, on my head, tell a popo, yeah, I shot mine. Stop line, that confession, that shit was so cold. Another nigga beef that was squashed last week, man, that shit was so cold. Yeah, let's go.
Getting to the money while you sleep, yeah. I'm on some new shit, hard work pays off. Bitch, your boy about to take off, and I ain't coming back down, 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 down,
Yeah!
and I ain't coming back down, down.
Triple X, baby! We finally here. Dedication, motivation, that's just part of the game. I can't explain all of the things that really made me insane. I put my soul in these rhymes to take my mind off the pain. Nobody helped when I failed, nobody gave me a thing. I made my way through the darkness, now I'm as bright as a flame. Thought I wanted some fame, but all I wanted was change. Now everybody could see me, now they screaming my name. Man, I done came long ways, and I'm just glad that I came. And now I'm shitting on these niggas, and I'm just doing my thing. It ain't shit they can do, but just sit and complain. Bitch, I'm fly as a plane, boy, you simple and plain. Bitch, I'm running the game, and you ain't running the thing, nigga. Yeah!
Getting to the money while you sleep, yeah. I'm on some new shit, hard work pays off. Bitch, your boy about to take off, and I ain't coming back down, 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 and I ain't coming back down, 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 down.
Yeah! Okay!
Yeah, man.
In case you didn't know,
Oh, they know, homie.
what time it is,
My G, they know.
or what I'm
They
on,
know. I do.
I simply tell them,
I'm on some new shit,
catch up, nigga. I'ma say it again.
I'm on some new shit.
Brand new.
Yeah!
Catch up with mustard, bitch. I'm
I'm on
out.
some new shit, grind hard all week, getting to the money while you sleep, yeah. I'm on some new shit, hard work pays off. Bitch, your boy about to take off, and I ain't coming back down, 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 and I ain't coming back down, 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 down.
To do something new.
Where?
Dad,
Hey! All right.
Dad, I thought about what you said, and I see your point.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I have a point too.
Make your point.
You're a doctor and Mom's a lawyer, and you're both successful and everything, and that's great. But maybe I was born to be a regular person and have a regular life. If you weren't a doctor, I wouldn't love you less because you're my dad. And so, instead of acting disappointed because I'm not like you, maybe you can just accept who I am and love me anyway because I'm your son.
Theo, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get D's and everything. Now, you are afraid to try because you're afraid that your brain is going to explode and it's going to ooze out of your ears. Now, I'm telling you, you are going to try as hard as you can. And you're going to do it because I said so. I am your father. I brought you in this world, and I'll take you out. Now, son, come here. Come here. Now, listen to me. I just want you to do the best you can. That's all.
I'll try, Dad.
Yeah.
I really will.
All right. I love you.
Yeah, Dad.
Huh?
I know.
Yeah. And maybe your mother loves you too.
And what's good? Yes, I got the flower in my hair. Today's my daughter's birthday. She put the flower there, so I'm rocking it. What? It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta. I just wanted to shout out and just spread some love and some good cheer. And you know, life is out here lifing, right? For me and for everybody else. But just wanted to remind you, as I remind myself, that no matter what's going on, there's always a reason to smile. Like if you just take a minute to stop and take stock, I guarantee you can find at least one reason to smile. And if for some reason you can't find a reason to smile, then that's probably the best time to be the reason for somebody else to smile. So, find a smile for yourself and be a reason for someone else to smile. That's all I got. Listen to love because it's been a minute. Peace and love, and I'll be back soon.
Oh, what is up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I am back with another episode of Not Man Talk Monday. Yeah, this is Not Man Talk Monday. This is Not Man Talk Monday, the exit interview. So for these last 6 episodes of Man Talk Monday, let me know if y'all could hear me. Shout out to y'all over there watching. It's 10 of you in the building right now. Shout out to Clifton for reposting the video on X. Finally got a comment from Twitter, so I can actually see that people can comment over there. So to the Twitter audience, welcome to the Straight Talk Society, and hopefully you enjoy the show. We are going to get into the main event later on once my co-hosts come on. But before that, you know, a couple of things did happen. Earlier in the show, you heard me play a clip from The Cosby Show. Actually, one of my favorite clips. And it's funny because all I had to do was type in Theo and Cliff and it popped right up. So you could tell a lot of people had been searching it out because it's a lot of people. Shout out to Bones in the building. Shout out to D-Lock in the building. Shout out to Clifton in the building. There's a lot of people that were searching out that clip. You know, news broke yesterday that Malcolm Jamal Warner, better known as Theo Huxtable, we all grew up with him, passed away at the age of 54. And you're like, my God, 54. Man, it just seems like people are dying at younger and younger ages. 54 is not a time for anybody to be leaving this earth, especially anybody in good health like he looks like he obviously was. Family man, you saw his last video before he passed, telling everybody, peace to you, brother Ash, shalom, just telling everybody just to smile, man. Or if you can't smile, be the reason somebody else smiles. And I'm gonna tell you, man, death doesn't care. Your tax bracket doesn't dictate what death is gonna do. You know, I'm a huge fan of Final Destination. I watch Final Destination, all of them, on a continuous 24-hour loop. I will do that because I love that movie. I love that series. And death just comes for anybody. You can't outrun it. When it's your time, it's your time, man. His brother was 54 years old on vacation with his family. in paradise with his family, just enjoying the water. And all of a sudden, he drowns. I didn't see any details. I don't know what the details are. So I'm not going to sit here and make anything up. Just based on what I saw yesterday, it just said that he drowned. And I read where they did get him back on shore, but by the time they did, he didn't have any vitals. So, I mean, the brother passed at 54. Again, 54 is young, man. I'm 45. So when you you literally, that's 9 years, man, when you look at it that way. And the brother looked like he was strong and in good health, man. And we know him, Theo Huxtable, you know him from the Cosby Show, you know him from Malcolm and Eddie. Peace to you, Jackie. You know him from Malcolm and Eddie. You know him from all the shows, man. He was on the Reed, what was it called? The show on BT with him and the girl with the big eyes, Joan from Girlfriends. He was on The Resident. Tremendous role on the Resident. I think he was called like the Raptor or something like that because he was so awesome at what he did. He wasn't one of them child actors that went the way of child actors. You see like a Gary Coleman and all them, rest in peace to him, but they can't shake that child actor moniker. And even Jaleel White, who played Steve Urkel, he would say it all the time. Everybody just wanted him to be Urkel. They always saw him as being Urkel. He couldn't shake it. But Malcolm Jamal Warner was able to shake it. Like, he was able to get different roles. Again, like I said, he was in The Resident. The Resident went on for a couple of seasons, and that was a tremendous medical series. And he was a prominent figure in that. He wasn't just a one-off character. He had a prominent role in the show. So it was just like, the brother had really achieved some success. But you see how it doesn't matter how successful you are, it'll come get everybody. I just found out today that Ozzy Osbourne died. I mean, people listening to me probably don't know who that is, but you're a fan of that type of music. That's the guy that bit the head off of the bat. He died today. I saw last night on Twitter, Bruce Willis has a condition, I forget the name of it, where he can't even talk. He can't talk, he can't read, he can't walk. And the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. And it's just like, man, life is so precious, man. Life is the one thing we can't figure it out yet. We like to say, oh, we're going to live to our 70s and our 80s. We got people in our family that live to 100, and all that's good. But the truth of the matter is people aren't really living those long lives. So it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with the time that you have here on earth? Are you going to spend it being bitter and just contentious with everybody? Or are you going to actually make something of yourself? You're going to leave your mark, leave your legacy. We always talk about our blessings as how much money we have. How much money we have is what determines our blessings. Your blessings really is the mark and the legacy that you live on life. The last thing you want is, when you're laying in front of some preacher that they had to lie. They got to sit there and they got to make up a bunch of stuff about you because it's not true. You didn't do anything. You didn't leave any mark. Whereas if you emptied yourself, if you leave this life empty and you do all you can and you give all of yourself that you can and you love people genuinely, man, then you lived a meaningful life. And I just like to think that this brother was on vacation with his family, man. Can you imagine? It's not even like, it's almost as bad as like, I do dangerous work. I do very physical work. You guys been with me any length of time, back to back. I've been with my company for 21 years and never got so much as a scratch. And then there was this one period where back to back, I got two of the most gruesome injuries where I almost lost both of my hands just because the type of work that I do. Shout out to you, Thinking Black. Just because the type of work that I do is very dangerous. It's very dangerous. But can you imagine you go home just to work and provide for your family, and then look what happens? You end up dying at work. Like, people don't think about that. And again, it all comes back to like just being a man. just the strife and the heavy burden of just being a man. This brother was on vacation with his family, enjoying his family and enjoying the fruits of his labor. This brother is a Grammy Award winning like musician, like all that stuff. Like I said, this is a dude. This is not like any regular other child actor that just went by the wayside and they couldn't get booked. They couldn't get gigs. This dude actually made it. This guy made it, man. And I bet he probably was making plans for years from now. And now they're planning for his funeral. And that's the unfortunate side. That's what we have to deal with in this thing called life. No, you never know, man. I just saw online, somebody was RIP and somebody we went to school with. Our age. Again, I'm 45 years old. You're not supposed to be leaving here in your 30s and your 40s. That's not normal, man. You're not supposed to be leaving here in your 30s and 40s, man. But death is that thing that you can't predict. I like to talk about Final Destination. Peace to your Cap. Peace to your Cap. I like to think that they're like, oh man, in Final Destination, they're like, oh, we know death's design. We could beat it now if you do this. No. That's the movies. You can't beat death's design. You can't. And unfortunately for a lot of us, we're facing our mortality now. So I would implore all of you listening. I don't know, it's 13 of you watching now. I would implore you. I don't know if the majority men or women. I would implore you all to make sure that at the very least, you know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say. Who gonna put it in the chat for me before I even say it? At the very least, make sure you have some life insurance to cover your family in the event that any unfortunate thing may happen, any mishap, anything like that. This brother, I'm assuming is very well off, so they'll be okay as far as financially, but a lot of us aren't. So we got to make sure that we're at least covered in the event that we're gone, especially if you have kids. The last thing you want to do is leave a burden on your kids. It's bad enough you're not going to be there anymore, but the last thing you want to do is leave a financial burden on them. I see it all the time, man. Every time somebody dies, you see all the GoFundMes. You see all the GoFundMes because they didn't have anything. They didn't have any insurance. They didn't have anything like that. And for the inconvenience of paying the couple $100s a month or whatever you pay for insurance, I think is well worth it to protect your family. Like I think my insurance policy is less than $200 for like a lot of coverage. Just because I want to just make sure that in the event anything happens to me, I mean, we got this house, it's we have skin in the game. There's things that we have in the game, and a righteous man, if I could go to scripture, a righteous man leaves an inheritance for his family. A righteous man. Hey, listen, don't think we're not doing pause and reflect anymore. Peace to you, Black Storm Ministries. Please don't think that we're not doing pause and reflect. Pause and reflect, like everything else, is coming back in August. But you hear what the Bible says. A righteous man leaves an inheritance for his family. So you got to take care of your business, man. because we're not going to live forever. We're not. Everybody is shit, man. Shit. We all face mortality, man. I can tell you, man, stuff that I was doing 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it hurts now. It hurts. It hurts. This morning I was getting up to go to work and I just sat out on the porch and the cats like came up to me and they just looking at me, just shaking their head like they're like, yeah, one of them days, huh? I'm like, yeah, man. And they haven't even started yet. And this is Florida. So it's already 100 degrees here. So the weather isn't acting, correct. So it's like, you got to take care of yourself though, man. You gotta take care of yourself, make changes, put that pork away. Put that pork away. We facing all these medical issues as Black people. And a lot of it is directly linked to what we eat. I mean, young Kev will be on here soon. He'll tell you, excuse me, a lot of this is directly correlated to what we eat. So gotta take care of yourself, man. You can't do the stuff that you used to do. So, like I said, Malcolm Jamal Warner, transitioned yesterday, found that out yesterday afternoon, but yesterday morning, and this just like completely just ruined my day. Like you talk about this, a gut punch. I already wasn't feeling good. I already wasn't I haven't been having the best couple of weeks. I say that. But I already wasn't feeling good. And then I looked down at my phone and I got a message from one of my brothers, and he's like, hey, I hate to be the one I hate to have to be the one to tell you this, but such and such passed this morning. And the only reason I'm not going to say his name is because I haven't seen it posted anywhere as far as social media. And I don't like to be the one. I hate that. Like if somebody passed, you're the first person running your mouth trying to, say, hey, who's doing this and that. I don't like that. So that's why I'm not going to say his name, but I found out yesterday morning that one of my brothers died, and it hurt me, man, because y'all hear me when I say there's certain people that I talk to on the phone. I talked to Jackie McCall on the phone. Me and Jackie McCall probably interact more than anybody on a daily basis. Just on some regular stuff. We just interact more than anybody. So Jackie McCall to me is my brother. You got the Cap. Me and Captain Azariah talked for about an hour about a month ago about wrestling. Like literally, it wasn't even on no scriptures. All right, Kev. It wasn't even on no scripture. We like literally just talked about wrestling on just some regular stuff. And by the way, the people calling for me, so I am going to bring back the wrestling show. Obviously, it won't be Wrestling with Reality. That's dead. But it'll be Wrestling Then and Now. It'll be me and my 10-year-old daughter will be doing all the wrestling breakdowns going forward. So we're going to start that, I think, in August, because SummerSlam is coming up. So that'll be the first show that we break down. But like, yeah, Jackie, like that's my brother. Like I talked to Kev, Mike, Wayne, all like we always communicating back and forth all the time, all day. Ash reaches out to me. Ash is good to reach out to me at least once a week. At least once a week, he's good to reach out to me. And the list goes on. Like those are my brothers. And this particular dude was my brother, man. Like, and I say, as a matter of fact, his panel was the first panel I had ever gotten on YouTube. And, he had really become cool with the channel and everything. Like we loved him over here, man. I had my guys that's not even Bible guys, and they're like, man, God, I love that guy. And, we found out yesterday morning, and it just bothered me, man, because I talked to him about a month ago. He again, I don't like to talk on the phone. I have to tell you, I don't like talking on the phone. Anybody will tell you. But when I looked down and I saw that it was him calling me, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't talked to this guy in forever. Let me holler at her. And we talked for about maybe an hour and a half, just on everything, man. We chopped it up. Like we literally made up for all the lost time, and we just chopped it up for everything. And it was just like, you know, that person, like you could go, you don't have to talk to somebody for like a year or two, but the minute you talk to them again for that first time, you're like, man, bro, we just like literally picked up where we left off. And that's how it was. So that one hurt me deep, man. Like that one really, really, really bothered me when I heard that news. And I tell you, is funny because when I was talking to him, he was like, man, he said, they told me about that thing that you do in the morning. I'm like, what's up? He's like, that pause and reflect. I'm like, yeah. He said, man, that's it right there, man. I went back and I listened to all those, man. I'm like, oh man, that's what's up, man. And that just, you know, that just let me know, man, that decisions that I make and little turns that I want to make and things that I want to do, you know, it is the right thing. It's on the right path. It's things that we need to do for the channel. I mean, it won't be all the ratchet stuff and things like that, but it's the things that's more needed for just to help you go on, man. Just to help you go on. And I don't think he mind me saying this, but like me and Ash was communicating earlier, and he was, the last thing he said, he was like, you know, if you ever need anybody just to vent to, just hit me up. Cause he was like, you know, brothers need that. And that's what I'm telling you. Sometime, like, you literally, like, I'm fortunate enough. I got groups where I could just, if I want to, I'll just go in a group and just vent and then just disappear. And they get it. They understand. And sometimes men need that, where they could just go and just vent and just disappear, man. Cause it keeps you being sane. Like it keeps you sane. I saw a story. I don't know his name, but I was scrolling down my YouTube timeline and I saw a rapper. I don't remember where he was from. His son died last year and he committed suicide yesterday or over the weekend, just because he couldn't take it. What if that brother has somebody to vent to? What if before he went down that path, he has somebody to just be like, you know what? Come on, we got it. Come on, let's hug it out. Let's hug it out. I mean, but you men nowadays are so much punks. You think that an embrace is somehow not masculine. That's weird and ridiculous. But sometimes you need that. You just need another man to just hear you out. You hear it out. I mean, we love women over here. Straight Talk Society. We love women over here. We're gonna get into it later. We love women over here, but what I'm saying is, I think too many times we too macho. You feel like, oh man, if I talk to my brother, it's gonna make me seem like a punk. No, it's gonna probably keep you from putting a gun in your mouth. It's probably gonna keep you from, taking too many pills and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree, Jackie. It's really dangerous to live isolated. Hey, again, because I tell you, the Bible is undefeated. What do the scriptures say? It's not good that man should be alone. It's not good that man should be alone. Hardened criminals. Saddam Hussein, one of the worst people to walk the face of the earth. When they put him in solitary confinement, he lost his mind. He couldn't take it anymore. Why? Because it's not good that man should be alone. It's not. Listen, man, y'all. You don't have to believe the Bible, but everything in it is undefeated. It's undefeated. Scripture tell you man should not be. It's not, and it says it's not good that man be alone. It's not good that man be alone. It's telling you, hey, that's not a good thing. Why? Because if a man is alone and isolated, you leave him to his devices, and things often go awry. If I use the right word, things go astray. It's not good that man should be alone. Don't worry. Pause and reflect will be back very shortly. Be back in August, man. Right now, I got a lot going on. I'm just trying to get a schedule somehow down pat to where I could at least see some type of light at the end of the tunnel. And it's really not happening. Like, I got the best problem in the world. We're super busy at work. So, but again, man, like I said, man, rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner, man. And again, 54 years old. Come on, man. You can't. 54, and that guy's in great health, handsome looking guy, got a family. That man should have just kept on going. But when it's in the cards, it's in the cards. Ozzy Osbourne dies today. Like I said, Bruce Willis, they say he got some type of disease. He can't walk. He can't talk. I just heard an interview today, a wrestler that me, Bones, and Zay saw not even 5 years ago at a local event here in Florida, got his leg amputated. Bro, our mortality, we think that we're immortal, but we're not. We think that we're immortal, but we're not. And we need to just, Tim McGraw, y'all, I be saying all these names you don't know, but Tim McGraw sings a song that says, live like you were dying. And you don't take it for granted, man. You don't take it for granted because you don't know if you got tomorrow. You don't know. We don't know. We like to make plans, man. You're like, oh man, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do this next week. What if it doesn't come? Then what? So I think we should try loving somebody. Try being nice to somebody, man. You heard Malcolm Jamal Warner say, hey, if you don't have a reason to smile, then be the reason somebody else smiles. And I think that those are words to live by, and we should all strive in life to be a blessing to others, like just be a help to others and make other people smile. And stop taking everything so serious. Like, stop being so uptight about everything. And just live. Just live. Think is a book of Ezekiel, chapter 6, verse 60. I forget where it is, but it said, when I came by, I saw you lying in your own pollution, polluted in your own blood. And the prophet said, I came by and I commanded you to live. Just live. With whatever time you got, just live. All right. So there's really no other way to pivot from this. I do see Mike in the back. Kev said he's on the way. I don't know where Wayne is. Put the APB out for Wayne because he said he'd be here today. But we definitely do have a show lined up for you. Let me see. Yeah, we definitely got a show lined up for you. So hopefully we're going to break up this monotony right now, because I think if I'm not mistaken, Mike has a top 10. So I'm going to go straight to the top 10 after this. I did have a blind rankings that I wanted to do today, but first of all, that'd be too much in one show. And based on the nature of what's going on, it would be in bad taste to do my blind ranking. I don't know what Mike's top 10 is, but my blind ranking, it just wouldn't fit today. It would really be in bad taste to do that today. So I'm going to save that for next show. So there you have it, man. Let me bring on Big Money Mike, because I see him in the back. I don't know if he's still there. What's up, Mike?
What up, though?
What's up?
Just got back in. Just came back from therapy. I'm getting my salad, my vegetables, and a lobster tail. I'm about to go settle in and get ready for the show. What's up with you?
I'm living, man. Life, man. Life.
Yeah, life is a mug, bro. My week is crazy. I literally just had a week where nobody showed up to the job, so I literally had to do everybody's job at my work for an entire 12-hour shift.
Yikes.
And the only person that showed up was a security guy, and he got to sit there and look at me, do everybody, and he's like, "How come you're not over here?" I'm like, "Because I got to do this too." I thought you were doing that too. I am. Oh, I was like, yeah. So I've been dead tired this whole week, just dragging. But luckily, my lady has been doing some family stuff, so I didn't have to be a good boyfriend. I just had to like text every once in a while and let her know I was alive and that I cared about her. So good week for me, and then all I did was sleep for the last 2 days. But I want to send a shout out to the man who had the most beautiful woman in Hollywood on his arm, the man who wore the flyest ugly shirt in the history of TV, Mr. Jamal Warner, named after two African stand-up gentlemen. I wanted to say revolutionaries, but I'm not going to give that to Malcolm. No, I guess he was a revolutionary too, just not in the way I define it. But he was an exceptional human being. We all say we're the good guys. We're the guys that you want your child to look up to be a a person that young men can stare at and go, "I want to be like that." Malcolm was that. When I say the closest this man had to a controversy, in my eyes, was him arguing with Eddie Griffin on the show that they weren't even at fault for the issues. And if that's a Thursday night for me and Kevin. So
That was a great show too, Malcolm and Eddie.
yeah, it was dope, bro. It was out of nowhere. It was a dope show. And the man never touched Jada Pinkett, so you know he was official.
Hey, Jada in the 90s.
You feel me? Yeah, she was bad, but she was toxic, just like Erykah Badu. So I just want to send out my condolences, my love, and my appreciation for how you did your craft. And the man, let's be clear, the man was still doing it at the highest level. The man went from goofy Theo the younger to try to be cool Theo the teen to cool Theo hanging out with New Edition in their videos to adult Theo transitioning to grown ass man Theo on The Resident, showing what black men should look like, standing on their own, not bowing and kowtowing to anybody else. Respect. And I know they hate Cosby, but look what he built, because he damn sure helped make Malcolm Jamal Warner the man he is today. Props
Yeah,
to you.
the Resident was my show, man. I just wish they would have let him and Amina get together before she left the show.
You know they ain't giving black people nothing.
What's up, Kev?
Yo, what's up? My bad, I was late.
You got tired of hearing me talking.
I Loki did. No, I'm kidding. No, I was my bad for being late. I was like shopping for one thing, and then I ended up going grocery shopping. It's crazy. But yeah, my condolences. He was a really good dude. Very informative. And yeah, man, health is wealth. Health is wealth. Always. That's why I'm always gung ho on like speaking my opinion when it comes to like eating healthy and watching out for certain signs of things. Because yeah, even and it's crazy how life hits you. Because even Ozzy Osbourne passed away, I think, today as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you see what's going on with Bruce Willis. Is he can't even talk and he can't even walk. So that's yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like dementia, right?
Why the name that I saw was not dementia.
Well, dementia's a byproduct of what he has.
Yeah, it was. I had never seen that name before though, but it's all our heroes, they like all our TV icons, and people would be like, "Oh man, you don't know Theo." Listen, bro, if you was an 80s baby, you know Theo. Yeah, right. You might as well had a beer with him.
Come on, bro.
So miss me with that. What's up, Wayne?
Yo, what up? What up, fellas? What's happening? Um, Glad to be back. Yeah, shout out to Theo, man. That was crazy. To hear about that. Sad. But good dude, man. But back went to LA last weekend. Man, LA owes me nothing. I had great times, man. Great times. Some of the most beautiful women you ever seen in your life.
Are they
And
real women now?
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
kidding.
Because
Bro.
what you got on that side, man, you got the Asians, you got the Mexicans, and you got the blacks and the whites, and they're all mixing, and you see their kids,
Fair enough.
right? And boy, whew. But anyway, had a good time. What up, fellas? Let's get this thing.
So you know what's funny, because I'm a big fan of Big Ja, and I always think like that dude be having the baddest women in his videos. I'm like, where the hell they get these women from? And I commented on one of his videos, and Tangerine, shout out to
Mhm.
her, she commented and she was like, man, women like us a dime a dozen out here.
Facts.
Bro,
And
bro,
Tangerine whole married.
Yeah,
bro,
Tangerine bad though.
mhm. Bro. Venice Beach. We was on Venice Beach. We was at the pier, Santa Monica.
Oh
Venice
man.
Beach. Yo, oh my
So
goodness.
Venice is that still where the bodybuilders be at?
Yeah, yeah. That whole pier, that entire pier is miles long, man. Miles long. You got where they have the Ferris wheel, and stuff like that. They got the rides, all that, what you see on television. It's like a little carnival on the pier. It's exactly like that in real life. And then you just walk further down and there's just like a strip for miles. And then, you get to the beach, I thought they call it like a beach weight room or whatever, gym. And yeah, that's where they I went all the way down there, man. The whole strip, walked the whole strip. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, it's exactly what it looked like on the movies. And some of the most beautiful women you ever seen in your life. Yeah. Great times though, great times.
But do they listen?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't care. I was I was I was like, three or four French connections in. Yeah, but I was just enjoying myself, bro. Yeah. That's like on my fourth French connection.
So
I couldn't.
so
So
so oh man, I hope I can hold up. So tonight's show is do men need gay friends? And this is according to Barack Obama. So I do have that video queued up to play later. But Mike, you ready for your top 10?
Always.
Man, and I'm telling you, so we did have another death last week too, and I think Mike will be the only person who knows who this person is. And no shade to anybody else, but I just know he probably the only person who knows this. Julian McMahon died last week also of Nip Tuck fame. Dr. Troy McNamara, which was one of my favorite shows growing up. He died of cancer. So again, like people just going out of here, man. Just it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You didn't even know about that, huh? He died.
No.
Yeah, he died like a week or two ago, and he was like 50, I think like 56 or 58. And
They
it's
got Christian up out of here.
and it's crazy because on the show he had the cancer scare, and he thought he was dying. And you talk about life imitating art, and he was also, what was that on Fantastic Four? Doctor
Doom.
Yeah, Dr. Doom.
That's what Kevin was known for.
Okay. Yeah, he and I see they bringing back the Fantastic Four. This one actually looks good. I might have to check that one out.
Neither of the first two did.
Looks a little fruity.
Wow.
Bonesy died. He died last week or the week before. Yeah, well, you know what? I was about to say Bones. It shocked me that you know that show, but it doesn't. Speaking of Bones, shout out to Bones, man. Bones became a new daddy last weekend, man. Was it last weekend or recently, within the past few days? So peace, shout out to Bones, man. Bones enjoying that daddy life now. He's a girl dad.
MIR number 3, welcome to the club, sir.
So he now he gonna know what it feels like to be in love. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Now you gonna know what it feel like to be in love. Because you'll do anything for that little girl. You'll do anything. So
I hope you don't regret how you treated a woman.
Shout out to you, Keela. Hey man, man, yeah, peace to you, Keela, man. Hope you doing all right. I was wondering if you was gonna be coming through. Who pouring up?
Oh, that's me. Sorry. I had to pour that coconut water.
You drinking coconut? I haven't drunk no coconut water in a while. So, which one of you guys could do the countdown, man? Because my throat's starting to scratch me like hell. I mean, I'll do it if you can't do it.
I don't need anybody. I can do it myself.
Nah, it's kind of better when I do. All right, let's go. All right, so what's the top 10 today?
The top 10 stand-up specials of all time.
Ooh.
I had another one, but Wayne disrupted the top 10 in that one, so I got to save that for another show.
Oh, I thought that's the one you was gonna do. I thought we got the list completed. No,
sir, we got the list. We got the list doubled.
I think we only had maybe 2-3 songs that was different. Everything else was about the same. So I thought
we had a lot more than that, bro. We had a lot more than that. But it's all right. We'll call it.
I have number 4 and number 8 deadlock. And I also have 2 others that I know are on here. I just don't know what order. Number 10, Mike.
Well, you know how I get down.
Oh, yeah. You got to give you honorable mention.
My twin needs honorable mentions. This one, all right, this is one that I know nobody knows about, but if you ever have time, John Mulaney, New in Town. He is a hilarious white dude who used to write for SNL before he went on a super cocaine binge. But I'm telling you, yeah, he went crazy. Another one is Kevin Hart, Seriously Funny. This is the last time Kevin Hart had a stand-up that I laughed all the way through. When he was talking about that's when he's doing the hand claps, like my baby talking to me like him guy.
What year did this one come out?
That's 2010.
Okay, so I went to that one. That one was at the AAA. I went to that one.
That's way back when he was hilarious.
Yeah, I went to that one.
No, I think it was before 2010. No,
so
if it was
in that area, though, I saw it.
You went to the one in Miami?
Yeah.
I was at that one.
Well, I mean, who knows what date it was, but we definitely went.
That's crazy. That's when he talked about the bum bump.
Yeah.
I was there. Oh, that's crazy. I recorded it. But anyway, all right. No, this was before that. This is the first one that got him famous. I'm not gonna get into it, but it was hilarious. And the last honorable mention for my twin is one that you gotta have a little age on you to remember. Robin Harris, One Night Stand from 1990.
He was on my list. Not at no honorable mention, but he damn sure was on my list.
Hey, if you don't know this, just know that this man created 2 phenomenal things that touched the entire culture in one show. He was the first one I ever heard call somebody a test tube baby. Oh my God, that thing, all through the 90s, all you heard was you test tube baby or your mama on it. It was crazy. And he invented baby kids. When I tell you that still rings off today, people still, when you think of somebody raggedy, you think of Bebe's Kids. That's automatically it. Bebe Kids is one of the greatest up until another person that's on this list had another thing with a bunch of kids. It was the greatest kid bit of all time. Bebe Kids and a great cartoon movie. So those are my 3 honorable mentions.
I actually got Bebe's Kids saved for me to watch it again. That's
because you're a smart man.
Keela, let me guess. You haven't watched Bebe's Kid. I'm just gonna go on a limb and just say you haven't watched that either.
You can just add Kevin to that list.
All right, so we did hear the 3 honorable mentions. So now let's get to the main list. Number 10, Mike.
All right, this is gonna be weird because I know a lot of y'all don't watch white people, but I'm starting off with 2 white people. I apologize to the people who are black power or whatever, but there are some hilarious white people out there. Bill Burr, Let It Go. This man.
That's my dude, Bill Burr. That's my dude.
Bill Burr's a monster, sir.
That's my dude right there. He's
from I gotta Google him. I don't know who that is.
He's from the Patrice O'Neal tree. He's on that
Yes, he
side of,
is.
that sector over there.
Oh, this
Yeah.
guy.
He's as
Okay.
close to Patrice O'Neal as you can get in life.
Yep.
Then him and Patrice had a big argument and got right back to being cool like a month later. Them boys was brothers. And funnily enough, so was Kevin Hart, but that's neither here nor there. But Bill Burr was the first person I ever heard do white comedy to black people and make black people love it.
See, Bones is saying Bill Burr top 5. I gotta look that up.
He's that dude. He's that dude.
This is not the top 10 comedians. This is the top 10 specials. Bill Burr is definitely top 5.
I agree. He's that dude. I'm trying to see
right
him. He come to Atlanta.
Patrice
He's coming to Atlanta. I'm trying to see him. Yeah. Hopefully.
I gotta listen to that.
He a bad boy. Mm-hmm. When he was talking about black people, and he said black people learn the game because they put the curse word at the end whenever they describing something instead of the front. So he's like, when white people come through, the guy, why they got all these effing Asians in here? And he's like, whoa. He's like, black people like, how come these Asian motherfuckers is in here, bro? And he's like, he said the same thing I said. No, he didn't. His was cool. I was like, bro, when I thought about it, I was like, that's true as hell. And let's be clear, he had one of the, and it's a joke, I'm not gonna tell it, but if you ever watch it, it's about the joke about a man and his life being like an island and how women erode the island no matter what. You're just sitting there happy, oh, I'm watching sports. And then all of a sudden a woman comes by, hey, what are you doing? Let's go to a farmer's market. No, I just want to stay here. No, shut up. That shirt's ugly. Get up. Come on, let's go outside. Bro, I'm going to send it to you. It is the funniest thing second funniest thing I've ever heard a white person say in my life. So number 10, Bill Burr, Let It Go. If you've never heard it, go check it out.
Number 9, Mike.
Number 9 is the greatest comedian of all time. I don't care what any of you say. He is the greatest comedian of all time. The only person better than Richard Pryor.
I know who you're going to say.
George Carlin.
Back
in town. This man created a 4-state jail system where he locked up all the weird people in society and then used pay-per-view to balance the effing budget. I'm not going to get into it because it's really difficult to tell somebody else's jokes, but I'm telling you, if you have not listened to George Carlin Back in Town, get off your ass and go find it. And George Carlin could be on this show right now. The most political, and he's politically like Wayne.
That'll kind of be hard though.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to number 8. You're gonna move on to the next one. Go ahead, Trev.
Number 8.
Number 8 is the last white person, and I know for a fact none of you have heard this. Eddie Izzard, Dressed to Kill. Eddie Izzard has become more known as a good actor in America, but he is England's Robin Williams, just a stream of consciousness. But Dressed to Kill is the most intelligent but smart comedy I've ever heard in my life. This man went through history and showed you the effed up nature of humankind in history using the most silly things of ever. When you get to Cake or Death, if you're not laughing at Cake or Death, something's wrong with you. But like I said, Eddie Izzard, Dressed to Kill is my number 8. Go give it a shot.
So Cliff is saying, I love what he said about the WNBA. I'm assuming he's talking about Carlin. And I do have a WNBA take, but I'm not going to do it here. I'll probably see if I could argue with D-Lock on this one. So where are we? Number 7, Mike.
All right, now we're going to get into the hard part because it's the same thing as my second list, as the other list that Wayne and I are doing because there's so much fire. But number 7, I put him here. I should have put him higher because I've heard a lot of disrespect about him lately. I heard somebody say they didn't think he was funny. And I said, how the hell can you think the man who made up the Tossed Salad Man isn't funny? Chris Rock, Bring the Pain. Tossed Salad Man. No, I don't like jelly. I prefer syrup. Are you out of your freaking mind? Chris Rock invented all the stuff you think is funny right now that other people are doing. Chris Rock did it first after he stole it from Richard Pryor. But that's not the point. Chris Rock is amazing. He is what got us through from Richard Pryor to Dave Chappelle, we had Martin, but Martin never really got into it like he should have, and Eddie didn't really step into it like he should have. Chris Rock stood in that place and held that title as the baddest black dude in stand-up in comedy for a long time. 3 straight-up classics off the bat. Chris Rock, Bring the Pain, go listen to it. Something's wrong with you if you don't think he's fire.
Is that the one where he said he got a C+ on his AIDS test?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
That thing was crazy.
Yeah,
and he was the first person to say the thing that Kevin lives by. You know how Kevin loves to go, there's black people and then there's niggers. He was the first. He was the one who started it. That's where it came from. But
that's where I got it from.
Hey, Wayne, somebody, you coming back on another number, on another line? Oh, so you trying to talk to me?
Hello?
Okay, so your other one, all right.
Yeah.
Say something, Wayne? Okay. I was wondering what was going on. Shout out to Ricardo in the building.
Yeah,
Shout out to Lucas, Jesus Christ is King. I agree with that. I agree with that. Where are we? Number 6, Mike. Yeah, so my number 8 wasn't number 8 though.
So sorry. No, you can never map me, sir. I'm too wild. Number 6 changed what comedy could be for black people. It took comedy, it used to just be you wait till you see a guy on HBO and and if they're really big, you might see it in a movie theater. But this thing took 4 of the baddest dudes at one time and put them on stage together.
Except Steve Harvey.
That's crazy. And then introduce the world, I'm not going to say the world, the white world, to a man who was top 10 all time and who they had no idea even existed, who actually made the greatest kid bit of all time. Shout out to Robin Harris. The original kings of comedy. Steve Harvey, said the entertainer, D.L. Hughley, who Wayne hates.
Really, Wayne?
Oh, yeah, he hates him.
Oh, yeah, I can't stand D.L. Hughley. Oh.
Have you ever seen? I don't want to mess with Wayne. I'll wait till Mike give his things.
No, he doesn't hate him as a comedian. He hates him as a human being.
Okay, so you hate his takes. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And Bernie Mac. If you ever watch, I know a lot of people like to go to the kids, but that's not my favorite part. My favorite part is Bernie Mac when he was like, he was tasing me. Bro. Yo, I'm not even gonna get in deeper. I'm just saying, if you haven't watched that, number 1, I'm gonna get on my Biden. You ain't black.
So a fun fact, because I like to keep it. That special made me realize how funny Bernie Mac was. I had listened to Bernie Mac before, but it wasn't until then where I was like, oh my God, this guy is amazing. Steve Harvey shouldn't have been on it. But D.L. Hughley to me is a great insult comedian. I watched him live.
Second best.
I watched him live. He's a hell of a show live. I mean, yeah, I get it. Wayne doesn't like all his takes, but man, Bernie Mac is awesome, man. Yeah, hey, rip Bernie Mac, man. That bro, him downstairs.
Him downstairs. He gonna bump into me like he looking at me like I'm short. I said, well, bust a move.
So the fact that Mike got Bernie Mac at number 5. I mean, yeah, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. No, number 6.
Number 6. Yep.
The fact that Mike got this list is about to go down the toilet. I'm gonna tell you that now, because he ain't gonna tell me 5 people better than Bernie Mac unless he's putting who I had at number 8 up in the top 5. So let's go over
people,
this.
This is not the top 10 stand-up comedians.
Well, okay, yeah.
It's the top 10 stand-up specials. You got to use your whole ear.
So number 10, we got Bill Burr. His special number. I didn't write the name. I didn't write the name of the special. Number 9 is George Carlin.
Back in Town.
Number 8 is Eddie Izzard.
Dressed to Kill.
Number 7, Chris Rock.
Bring the Pain.
And number 6, Bernie Mac.
The original kings of comedy.
Number 5, Mike.
Number 5 took me by storm. I thought it was over for black comedy. I thought it had just seen the sunset. But when Pimp Chronicles Part 1 dropped and Cat Williams came out with them 2 chicks and he had on the green outfit, and that's when he came out to Hustling.
Yeah.
Bruh, that man did a whole 3 minutes without saying a word. You remember when he was just bowling?
Yeah.
And then doing jump shot? Bro, Pimp Chronicle, the Chrysler 300. Bro, everybody really thought.
Yeah, he said
Everybody really thought the Chrysler 300. Hey, nigga, this like a Phantom. Till a Phantom pull up.
Until a Phantom pull up. And you're like, huh.
Bro, and he said some things that stick to me to this day. I use a certain line he said to women all the time. I go, ma'am, it's called self-esteem. It's esteem of your motherfucking self, bitch. I still use that today. Why you letting somebody else mess with it? Bro, just did, right, you ready for this? This shit right here, nigga, this shit is quick to kind of come to light. Come on, bro. This right here, that was going for at least a decade in the hood. Everybody said that. And hold up. And one of my favorites like, man, you got up and ate all the baby food, the baby in the... Daddy, I went in there to look for some cornflakes. It's not even in there. He's just like, man, this show is in there. This show is gone. The damn insurgents that came and took all our food. Bro, if you don't like Pimp Chronicles 1, something wrong with you.
Yeah, Cat Williams is awesome. He
is amazing.
Yeah,
he has not made a wax special yet.
Yeah.
They ain't all classics, but not one of them is trash. Cat Williams is my number 5 with Pimp Chronicles number 1.
So now you're getting into the rarefied air here, number 4.
Yes, sir. Nothing but classics ahead. This is the greatest special that has been released in the last 10 years to me. And Wayne is going to feel me on this. This man embarrassed black women using a white woman when they were all sitting there saying, how come nobody cares about? And he said, okay, you remember that woman who was missing? And they were like, oh yeah, Natalie Holloway. Oh, okay, well, do you remember the black woman that was missing? And none of them knew. And he's like, exactly. You don't even know the black woman that's missing, but you know bro, you're not gonna get that because you didn't see the movie, but I know my dog does. Patrice O'Neal, Elephant in the Room, is the greatest modern special that has dropped.
Classic.
When he said, if they ever can't find, he said, if I go on the water, I'm going to keep a white baby on the keychain. They're going to have to come find me. Bro.
I feel like I heard that.
Bro, I've sent it to you before.
Because you sent it to me.
Okay. Yo, when he said men working with women is like grizzly bears working with salmon dipped in honey, who don't feel that? You telling me you don't feel that?
I love when he was on the Player Haters Club on Chappelle's show. Did he look like he got dolphin teeth? Oh my god.
Dude, Patrice O'Neal is a monster. Just the part where he was talking about him being he's no longer the type of man he is doesn't exist anymore. He's damn near Cro-Magnon. Because the type of people we are, you get hit in football, everybody's like, oh! Now they get hit, everybody get in a prayer circle. They hold each other. Bro, go watch it again. I'm telling you, the greatest modern stand-up of the modern era, because everything before this, everything that's above the list is before it. Patrice O'Neal, R.I.P. forever. The godfather of Red Pill.
All right,
number 4, Patrice O'Neal.
Now we in the creme de la creme. Number 3, Mike.
Now you're not gonna like this, sir, but this was the first time. I've always been funny. I've always been a funny person. If you've known me, I've always been hilarious. I was a short, chubby dude making fun of dudes. There was a dude who used to make fun of me, who I once brought in roll-on deodorant with Vaseline stuck on it. I'll never forget. It was hilarious. And the whole class roasted this dude for the week. It was hilarious. And he's one of the funniest guys I know. He's hilarious. This was the first time I thought, yo, I could be a stand-up watching this guy, because the stuff he talks about is the toughest stuff I would talk about. When he said every police, he's like, oh no, I want to get it right. When he was talking about how it's crazy how every black person that police catch got crack sprinkled on them, that was amazing. When he was talking about he was driving through the hood and he saw a baby on the corner. What was that?
Oh no, I was coughing.
Oh, he saw a baby on the corner and freaked out and said, "Hey, baby, man, what the hell are you doing on the corner, man? Go home." And the baby said, "Shut up, nigga, I'm selling weed." Bro, who could even think to say that? And then after that said, "I was so frazzled that I bought weed from the baby." Bro, that's insane. When he said he doesn't understand why every time he gets stopped by the police, they need him to bend over and spread his cheeks. That's the only way they can identify him. He's like, that shit don't work at the bank. If you've never seen Dave Chappelle Killing Me Softly, you are doing a disservice to yourself. It is the beginning of a legend who has also never had a whack special, but it is him at his most raw, and it is him at his most classic. Dave Chappelle, Killing Them Softly. Go freaking watch it now. Free on YouTube.
Yeah, I did watch that one. Shout out to Maria G in the building. So now we're into the top two, but I wanna go over these real quick. At number 5, Cat Williams.
Pimp Chronicles #1.
Number 4, Patrice O'Neal.
Elephant in the Room. It's also free on YouTube.
Number 3, Dave Chappelle.
Killing Them Softly. Go watch it now. If you ain't got nothing to do, put it on in the background. That's dirty.
I'm getting more and more angrier at this list. Number 2, Mike.
Number 2. I've already paid like $400 for tickets to go see the second greatest sit-down comedian of all time, Ali Sadiq, in November. Going first class all the way. I got seats in the second row on the end, because you know a big nigga don't need nobody on the side. And valet parking. I'm gonna have some lobster tails brought. I'm gonna do it big for my lady, right? And and when I say the reason this man, who Ali Sadiq is fantastic, is the second greatest stand-up comedian, is because the greatest of all time is Bill Cosby himself. If you've never seen Bill Cosby himself, you are doing yourself a disservice. He is the greatest non-cursing, and he even cursed once in this one, non-cursing stand-up comedian. Shout to Sinbad, who's number 2. Bill Cosby, if you don't understand why Bill Cosby has a show, that's one of the greatest, I ain't gonna front, it's the second greatest sitcom of all time, after Martin. If you don't understand why, go watch Bill Cosby himself. See what he did before that led him to get the show. I'm not gonna tell you no jokes. I'm not gonna help you with that. I'm not gonna tell you about the dentist, I'm not gonna tell you anything. You go watch it and learn for yourself and know that I am MIR. Mike is right. And if I say it's number 2, it's number 2. The second greatest stand-up comedy special of all time, Bill Cosby himself.
And last but definitely not least,
the best.
The number 1 greatest stand-up comedy special, according to Mike, is.
Now, what you need to understand is this thing is so big that people still talk about it today. This special is so humongous that it led to this man becoming one of the greatest actors of his time, and he couldn't even act. He had to learn to act on the fly. This man, oh my God! When I tell you, I could say this special's name, and old white people in their 60s and 70s be like, "Oh, that was the great." That's how good it is. They know it's fire. Okay, this man went on every single bit hit. Every single thing he said, he could have went from gay people talking about gay people. Oh, I gotta walk. I gotta keep walking because if I stand too still, my ass get hot. I can tell they staring at it. To gay Mr. T. Who in the hell thought of that? He's like, hey. He's like, stop worrying. You gonna come too fast. I'm gonna clench my butt and take off your dick off. Who says that? To his acting James Brown. To him making fun of Stevie Wonder, saying hey, you wanna impress me, Stevie Wonder, grab the wheel while I'm driving. To the ice cream truck man, to his daddy being drunk, to one of my favorites of all time, the Goonie Goo Goo, to his hairy Puerto Rican auntie. Eddie Murphy Delirious is the greatest collection of comedic lines, words, and bits ever put together in one special. And you can also go on YouTube and stare at it. It is the greatest stand-up comedy special of all time, and there is nothing close to it. Nothing. Bill Cosby himself is number 2, and it is far behind Delirious. Delirious is the greatest stand-up comedy special of all time. And I mean that with my whole heart. Mike is right, Mike is spoken.
I give you that one. I thought you were going to say Raw. I give you that one. Maria G even said Raw or Delirious. So, Mike.
Raw is funny, but it's nowhere near as funny as Delirious.
No Rudy Ray Moore, Dolomite.
Rudy Ray Moore is down there with Robin Harris. Honorable mentions, but he ain't beating nobody on this list.
Oh, good.
And I love Rudy Ray Moore.
No Martin Lawrence, You So Crazy.
Bro, You So Crazy would be number 14, 15. And I love You So Crazy. I still go, dip your head in the water. I still do that. And come up.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be no punk, no fag, no sissy.
I'm proud, and if you know anything about me, my comedic style is 50% Oliver, a Jamaican comedian, and 50% Martin Lawrence. That's who taught me to be funny. So I love Martin, but Martin ain't making this list. I'm sorry. You So Crazy was fire though.
Oliver at Large.
What? Bro, I still do stuff he did. And I've met him 4 times. And he remembered me. Somebody I know just met Oliver a couple of years ago. I don't remember who. It wasn't you though, but somebody that in my family met him at the airport. Oliver went to my church.
Oh, okay.
He came to my church in Fort Lauderdale, and I was just roasting him, and me and him was going back and forth. I met Oliver when I worked at the airport at TSA, and he came through, and I said one of his big lines to him. You remember the Irreverent Reverend? I looked at him and I said, it's a sinful, wicked dog. And he looked at me and said, oh, what kind of things did I was like, yo, I just want to let you know. He's like, yeah, man, love. I'm telling you, every time I see him, I make him laugh. Oliver is wow. But Eddie Murphy Delirious, maybe you guys have forgotten how amazing it is. Go back. And to tell you how my list is raw, Richard Pryor not even on my list.
Yeah, that's what Maria was asking. Did Richard Pryor make it?
Richard Pryor's in the top 15, but Richard Pryor has had fire bits in all of his specials, but he's never had one special that was fire from top to bottom.
And to be fair, this was special. This wasn't comedians.
If we're doing top 10 comedians,
he's not ranking as comedians. He's ranking their specials.
Richard Pryor is number 2 of period. And Eddie Murphy isn't even in my top 10 because he only put out 2 specials.
Wait, let me see that. Where you got Red Fox?
11 to 15.
All right, let's man, Mike, you disappointed me right there.
Bro, you got to add white people. You don't add white people. I add white people. Bill Burr's in my top 5.
I got to listen to Bill Burr because I just saw who he was, so I know who he is. I don't think I knew he was a comedian though. What? I've seen him, but don't he have like a black wife or something?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I know him then.
He got a black wife. He was in Chappelle's show. You remember the racial draft? He was one of the guys
he was one of the guys doing the commentary.
The announcing, yep. Okay, and he was in the second greatest TV show of all time, Breaking Bad.
Never watched the episode.
Sir, I don't even know why you're here. Leave, sir.
Never watched one episode.
How have you not watched an episode of Breaking Bad? That is crazy.
All right, so that was Mike's top 10 list.
You know what? Can I give a shout out? I'm gonna give a shout out. Now I'm gonna do this for the first time. Next top 10 list, I'm gonna tell you what it is because I'm working on it with Wayne, and Wayne opened my eyes to some stuff, so I had to reevaluate some stuff. It is the top 10 sexiest songs of all time. So,
Oh boy.
yeah, it's difficult, sir.
Ooh, that's
It's,
hard there. Pause.
bro, the only thing that I know is my number one song is not changing. No one will ever change the number one song. I'm not gonna tell you.
Slow and sexy, Johnny Gill and Shabba Ranks. you got to put that up there.
Man, if you don't go sit in the corner somewhere,
changing faces.
Said that.
Changing faces. Do you mind if I stroke you up? You got to.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Changing faces is 15 to 20. It was on my list.
Hey, no, that's gonna be a hard. Now that's a hard list there because
it is. So I'm welcoming everyone that can hear me. If you think you have a song that's sexy, and remember, I said sexy. I didn't say a song that's loving. I didn't say a song that's begging. Ain't no Keith Sweat on my list. I said a sexy song.
Love is sexy. What are you talking about?
Excuse me? Begging is sexy?
Love is sexy. You bugging.
Sir, if love is sexy, but love isn't sexy. That's why they're two different words. See what I'm saying?
I don't see what you're saying.
Okay.
But continue.
Love is sexy.
No. You're good. You're good. You have to go through all that.
Okay. So if you want to, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wayne already sent me some songs. It's gonna be hard for y'all to beat. And he made me take some songs off of my list. And my list was already done. So if you got some songs, hit your boy up. But I'm letting you know the next one, top 10 sexiest songs. And somebody already told me they think I should stretch it out to 15 or 20 because 10 might be too hard. I said 10. Because Mike is right, and I'm gonna make the list right. Top 10 sexiest songs.
Yeah, we definitely can't do more than 10.
Nah. Even though there's a lot of songs that, Wayne made me get rid of to me, what I think is the sexiest old song of all time. Wayne made me take that song and throw it around the corner. It hurt my heart.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one because I want to see how y'all do that one.
But like I said, number one, it ain't changing. And if you think number one ain't number one, we can stop being friends right now because I don't respect nothing you think about when it comes to music.
All right, so let's move on. What's the age range for the songs? Cliff is asking. Oh, and Cliff also said nothing from Paul Mooney on your list. Well, obviously not.
First off, true. Paul Mooney is in the same thing as Richard Pryor. His stuff, like the thing he said about, what's the chick who's in The Blind Side? The white woman that everybody likes?
Sandra Bullock.
When he was making fun of her about adopting a black child, and she was like, Sandra, what are you doing? Why are you taking all the fried chicken? What? Huh? She had a black kid at home and ain't want no one to know, so she going to parties and stealing all the water. Sandra, what are you doing with all that watermelon? What? What do you mean? Bro, Paul Mooney is hilarious. But like I said, it has to be you know what? I'll do it like this. For my top 5, right? I'm telling you, in the top 5, maybe even top 6, because said a couple of bullshit. In the top 5, there is not a wasted word in any of those top 5 specials. Every single word is leading to something funny. You can't listen to Pimp Chronicles and not tell me you're not either laughing, about to laugh, or just finished laughing. That's how good it is. And it's the same with Delirious. Even the buildups are funny and you don't know why. You get to a point listening to the top 5, you're in a point where you're just on the edge of your seat, ready to laugh, and you don't know what he's saying is not funny. What am I? There it is. You're always ready because it is prime comedic talent at their prime. What's the word? The preface. I can't think of the word, but they're at the highest level of their funny, and it is perfection. Those 5. Go listen to them again and tell me what Paul Mooney special you think could beat any of those 5. Don't worry, I'll wait. Another thing from Cat Williams.
All right, so we'll I'm waiting for this sexy song. Let's let's get into this video that Dr. Mia sent me, and then we'll get into Barack Obama. So Mia sent me this earlier, and let me get to the message chain. I just want to make sure so I don't misquote her. I don't like when people say that I didn't quote them right. So she said, data shows, I like a good debate. Good morning, black man. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Which is why women have to be held accountable, but also values themselves to ensure the great homes that will be conducive to bringing kids into the world. So that was the that was how she prefaced it. My response was, I call cap. I'm sure the guys will love to rip this to shreds tonight. So that's how we started this conversation. So now here's the video. Oh shit, what am I doing? Oh man. See, they changed up this screen, man. So can't do it like how you used to. You guys see this?
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah, that's why they say some light-skinned women are ugly. Never mind. All right, here we go.
Let's know the number one outcome or the number one indicator for how children grow up to thrive, whether or not they actually do?
I thought it was the daddy in the house.
Absolutely not.
What's
Believe
that?
it or not, it is the quality of their mother's happiness.
Wow.
The quality of their mother's happiness is the number one indicator as to whether or not a child will grow up to thrive. Because if you have a depressed mother, if you have an anxious mother, if you have a mother with post-traumatic stress disorder who is having to disconnect from her own body, she cannot show up to nurture you. She cannot show up to support you. She cannot fully step into that space. And what she will teach you about being in relationships with other people, whether you can trust them, whether you can trust yourself, whether you can actually be committed and connected to somebody and know that they will reciprocate that to you in a healthy way. She teaches you that, not through her words, but through her action. Do you guys know the number one outcome?
Hey, could you run it out? What was the question she said? The number one outcome of what?
Yeah, hold on. Let me run it back. That was all right. Do you know the number? All right, let me see. Is it still showing? Oh
no, I can't see it.
All right, let me bring it back up. All right, it's up there?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You guys know the number one outcome or the number one indicator for how children grow up to thrive, whether or not they actually do?
I thought it was the daddy in the house.
Absolutely not.
What's
Believe
that?
it or not, it is the quality of their mother's happiness.
Wow.
The quality of their mother's happiness is the number one indicator as to whether or not a child will grow up to thrive. Because if you have a depressed mother, if you have an anxious mother, if you have a mother with post-traumatic stress disorder who is having to disconnect from her own body, she cannot show up to nurture you. She cannot show up to support you. She cannot fully step into that space. And what she will teach you about being in relationships with other people, whether you can trust them, whether you can trust yourself, whether you can actually be committed and connected to somebody and know that they will reciprocate that to you in a healthy way. She teaches you that, not through her words, but through her action. Do you guys?
All right. So she said, do you guys know the number one outcome to kids thriving? And the guy said, what, having a father in the house, which is the obvious answer. She said, no, it's a mother being happy. So basically, happy wife, happy life scenario. And I call absolute shenanigans on that. Kev, we know you're probably going to disagree, so go ahead.
No, I don't want to go first.
All right, well, Wayne, I really wanted to hear from Wayne on this. Wayne, what's your thoughts on this?
Matriarchal BS. That's all this is. That's all it is. Because what's her happy? Okay, let's go with that. Like, let's grant her that. What is her happiness based on?
Thank you.
What does her happiness have to be based on? So that means that her happiness has to come from somewhere to be a good parent to her children. What? Are you serious? So, not the fact that regardless of my depression or regardless of what my mental state is, I have two children that I have to look out for and I have to guide. So, let me put my feelings aside, let me put my logic in front, and let me raise my children the best way I can. How I deal with other things, I will not bleed out on my children. But women do that. They bleed out on their children all the time. All the time. That's why they're not good single mothers. That's why the statistics are the way they are. Even if the father is not in a home, if the father is in the child's life, 9 out of 10 times the child comes out a lot better than just being with a single mother. Why? Because of that right there. She literally just told on women. Literally. She just told on women. She just made women look bad. Why they shouldn't be single mothers. Because where does the happiness come from? What the fuck? I ain't gonna cuss. All right.
Shout out to peanut butter face in the building. So I want to read her response though. So as you guys go, I'll read her response because she said don't call her because she's busy and she showed me the project that she was working on. So I told her that it was capped. So she said it's not capped. Think about it. Who is home with a child? Who feeds a child? Who is the first person that shows love from the belly based on how the mother welcomes her pregnancy? And abortion, Ross, I don't know what that says. Robs her responsibility of loving something other than herself. What you don't understand is acknowledging the importance of the mother's emotional and well-being does not cancel or discredit the need or impact for a father. Why do you always see it as cancellation? That was her thing to me. And then she says, not cancellation, not competition. And you could hear Dr. Mia saying this. So this was my response. And then I want to hear from Kev. I said, I wouldn't have had any issue if they didn't bring up the father. Blowing out someone's candle doesn't make yours shine brighter. A fool would say mothers aren't vital to a child, but to somehow say her happiness is the determining factor is trash. It's crazy. The mother comes with the conditions while the father just has to do it regardless of how he feels. I know I preached on that one. Kev, go ahead.
So I don't want to agree with you guys, but my thing is she's not wrong, but she's not right at the same time, because of course, like, the parents' happiness is a factor, but for that to be like the main thing that is the factor of raising kids, I just think it's something single women tell themselves to make themselves feel better. I feel like when it comes to kids, right? I feel like when it comes to kids, like, the most important thing is discipline and a lot of nurturing. Like you can be a loving parent, but if you're not disciplined, you're going to be raising criminals that are going to walk all over you or walk all over the law. And without discipline, like with the fact that women and people in general have mood swings, if you base raising a kid on your happiness, then what happens when you're not happy? Like, you're just gonna crash out on your kids? Is that what you're saying? So yeah, I don't I mean, it's like I said, it's something for people to make themselves feel better.
I know it's hurting you, Kev. I know it's hurting you. hey, peanut butter face. I don't know if you're still there, but I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. The sister said that the number one determining factor of a child thriving is the home, is the mother's happiness. So I'd definitely be interested to hear what you got to say. So Mia goes on to say the trauma of being, she says now she's going Dr. Mia me now. She says the trauma of being historically dismissed makes that statement sting more than it should. Do you realize on both sides of the coin, we can't be presented with new information for the purpose of learning new facts about each other? One comment in the whole video cancels the context of what's being said, and women do it also. We are so traumatized that we can't even get through the lessons. So here I go. Because I just hit you like that. I said, there you go. You missed the whole part where I praise the woman, huh? You can't show any real data to back this up. This is subjective. This is subjective if I ever seen it. Would you like me to call you later on air to discuss it? So that was our whole thing back. I mean, she said more, but Mike, what's your thoughts on this?
All right.
I'm actually gonna call her too.
First, I think you guys are missing the point. They didn't say whether a woman's happy or not. They said whether she's being treated a certain way to make her happy. They basically saying it's on the dad. But it's like trying to put the onus on the father for how the mother is and how she reacts, which is asinine, because no matter how I treat Trevor, Trevor's going to be Trevor. No matter how Kevin talks to Michael, Michael's going to be Michael. I can't make you happy. Wayne says it all the time. You don't live for someone else's happiness, you go for your own. I can't make a woman happy. I can only do what I think I should be doing, and she can only respond to that. That is it. And the statistics already make this stupid because they already say a house with no woman in it is equal to a house with a man and a woman in it. So it can't be how the man is treating the woman is what makes the kid functioning. And let's put that out there. She didn't say better person. She said, oh, better at relationships and better at... All she's doing is listing the whack ass stuff that women hold to high levels and ignoring the stuff that men hold to high levels. This is a continued, excuse me, Trevor, pussification of the man and of the human gender. That's all this is. She is, you know what? I got a great way to say this real quick. You ready? 5 things. One is a hashtag, and the other 4 are letters. WJBP. Women just be talking. And my real problem with this is the man. The man. Do you hear how he was? He was like, but hold up, that doesn't make any sense. Let me say something logical. And then she cut off his logic, and he just bowed down. Okay. Oh. No, this is why people go, why you always get mad? Because we live in a world where morons are smart at saying things that sound good until you think about it. People, all you have to do is think. What is the first thing what is the first thing that Project 2025 said it was going after? The Department of Education, because people are dumb. If you listen to her speak for 5 seconds and then thought about it for a couple seconds after that, you realize she's out her damn mind. How is she the only woman in the history of our show that Kevin can't fully agree with? That's how you know you trash. Kevin can dig up any bone nugget of something silly to be like, nope, go ahead, my queen. He looked at this nonsense and was like, man, I can't even do it, bro. That's how bad she just spouted a bunch of nonsense, and the man agreed with her. You know why? Because dudes simp for pretty. That is the only thing I learned from what I just heard. Dudes simp for pretty, and that's the reason the world is crappy like it is. Because you guys supposed to see something pretty, go, damn, that look nice, and move on with your purpose. That's what you're supposed to do. But instead, you see something pretty and make getting the pretty thing your purpose. That's your problem. You see pretty, you keep moving, because pretty will find a man on his purpose. Do what you're supposed to do what you're meant to do what you are built to do, and the pretty will find you. Stop kowtowing and sucking up to get pretty to smile at you. Because when pretty smile at you, it sees you as a punk. Because pretty don't go after what it smiles at. Pretty goes after what makes it wet. And a man agreeing with her don't make her wet. I promise you. Because all the men that agree with her are in a place called the friend zone. Man up. Lame ass niggas. All the men that don't agree with her, you know what she says? Man, I can't stand him. I need to stop dealing with him. When you gonna stop dealing with him, girl? I mean, not yet, because you know, that's them dudes who she don't agree with. That's how, and I'm gonna stop right there.
Hey, shout out to Patrick. Yeah, shout out to Patrick T in the building. Ricardo says, "Happy spouse, happy house. Someone wise taught me that on my wedding day." So I didn't read the comment, but he's referring to me when Ricardo got married. Beautiful wedding. He married my cousin a couple years ago. So we're at the reception, and I'm just listening to everybody get up, and everybody just feeding the same old regurgitated bullshit. Oh yeah. You got to make that woman happy. Make sure hey, you want your house to run good. You got to make that woman happy. And I waited for everybody to go. I didn't even do it on the microphone. Normally, y'all know me. I don't turn down the opportunity to get on the mic. I went up there once everybody left, and I said, hey, let me tell y'all something. I've been married for a good enough time now. And that happy wife, happy life thing to ruin more marriages than anything in this world. I said it should be a happy spouse, happy house. Both of y'all got to be happy, and you see, those are words to live by. He lives by those words. So yes, I am the Paul Heyman of this situation. I am the wise man. Wayne, you ain't got nothing. Wayne, you ain't got nothing else to say on this, man. I thought you would have more ammo.
No, I was letting them boys eat. Mike,
Mike dropped the whole diss track on him.
It was self-explanatory, man. I'll make this argument too with Dr. Mia. I think motherhood is a skill. It's not something that you get because you can have a child. Just because you can have a child, that doesn't make you a great mother. I think being a mother is a skill that you need to learn, that you have to develop, maybe being taught by your mother if she was a good mother, et cetera, et cetera. But just because you have a child, that doesn't make you a good mother. I think motherhood, a good mother, it's a skill to be able to put your emotions aside, because again, to be able to put your emotions aside, your feelings aside, not putting, like Mike said, not putting your feelings based on how somebody else make you feel, so that way you can treat your children better, because that's what this person was saying. That person was like, well, I got to depend on somebody else to make me happy so I can make my children happy. Dr. Mia, did you just hear that? Jesus. I ain't gonna try that. I told y'all about those. Listen, shout out to Dr. Mia. I say this with love. I told y'all watch those black women with those degrees, man. I'm telling you, those universities, I'm telling you, those universities are factories for feminists. I'm telling you, that's why Donald Trump get with all that shit, man. I'm telling you, it's a liberal cesspool. I'm telling you, it's a feminist cesspool. Those universities, man. I'm telling you.
Hey man,
it's a liberal cesspool. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the doc, man. And listen, hey, the karaoke queen, she says she can't wait till Friendsmas so she could defend her karaoke championship.
She didn't beat me.
No, get out of here, man. Hey,
I had a concert up there.
Hey, Dr. Mia was on. She was on some whole nother vibe that night. Excuse me. Damn. So Patrick says, or Patrick will not get off of this. Off topic, will you do a show about the new vid that shows what the photographers did at the fake Trump assassination attempt? Everything I said a year ago.
Me too. Yeah. I said it too.
Patrick, I did see you sent me that video. I haven't watched it yet, but you did send me. I did see that you sent me that video, so I had to watch it first, and then I'll I'll go from there. So, Kev, you got anything else to add on this before we move on?
Nah, we cooked it thoroughly. I think it's BS. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Mike was right though, boy. You get Kev, and Kev was reluctantly. You could hear him as he was talking. As he was talking, he like, man, I gotta find a way to finagle out of this, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. So let's get into this, the namesake of the show. Ricky Smiley, I'll save you for the next show because I need to have a whole opening show rant on you, sir. Because I think you are what's wrong with our men today, very much. So let's get into former President Barack Obama. And let's hear what he got to say.
And that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Yeah.
Right. So.
All right. I'm gonna be real short on this because my voice is leaving. I'm gonna let y'all just rock out on this. Y'all heard him. Ain't nothing to be making up. The one thing I do agree with what he said was in the beginning where he said that, boys need more than just their father. I agree with that because we always talk about the brotherhood. I do agree that men need a support system, another group of guys that they could lean on. We always talk about this in these groups, that you have your circle of friends. A lot of them, you should have a circle of friends that's doing better than you because it gives you something to strive for, something to achieve. So I do agree with that part. But here's the part that, and tell me if I'm reading too deep into this. I'm pretty sure Mike's probably going to say I am, but so you need a gay friend in your circle to teach you empathy towards gay people. So you see how I thought the mother was supposed to do that. You see how, remember, black women, you the ones that was all up in arms about, gay rights, trans rights, give them all the rights. We want to be, they could be just like us until they start taking your place, until they start getting more rights than you. And just think about what he said. He didn't say your mother should teach you empathy. He didn't say that. He said that another gay person should teach you empathy. So he just literally took the mother's role out and put that in. And to that is why I call bullcrap. At the way he said at the beginning, I 1,000,000% agree. Men do need a group of brothers to be around. I agree. You got to have a male circle. You got to. But for you to say, just because you somehow had a college professor that may have shown you the way, that now we need to do that. And I know he's not saying everybody should do it, but he's implying it. That's bullcrap. Again, and no, you're not gonna see it like, oh man, he's like, why didn't he say, hey, your mother should teach you some sensitivity. I always say that one of my flaws is the fact that my dad raised me. So it's crazy. My greatest thing in life is because my dad raised me. But then one of my flaws is because my dad raised me, because my dad never taught me how to be soft or have feeling towards things. That's where the lack of a woman really was a detriment, because my dad wasn't, my dad didn't get married again until I got much older and I had already moved out. But the fact that he doesn't say, oh, your mother or your aunt or your grandmother or your sister should teach you empathy and how to feel and how to treat people and how to feel good towards people. No, he says go to a gay guy. Bro, he literally said that's what he said. I'm not making it up. Wayne, I know this is one of your favorites. So what you got to say about this?
I'm gonna start off light and then I'll come back. But I don't take Barack Obama seriously. If anybody know me, you already know how I feel about Barack Obama and the Democratic Party. This doesn't surprise me. Okay, we already knew when he got in office what his agenda was. We know who he gave all the rights to, right? So why are we surprised about this? I said it in the chat. Barack Obama doesn't care about black men. He doesn't care about us. When it comes to the movement moving us forward in this country, no type of policies or anything, right? So I'm not surprised at this. I mean, this is, again, this party is a radical feminist party, period. I said it before in the chat. It's a feminist LGBTQ radical party. I walked away a long time ago. But some of you guys, some of you black men, you still want to vote for this party. Some of you black men still back this guy up. He's telling you in your face. He's telling you in the face how he feels about men. He's telling you in his face. And number two, I don't know where there's a history where black men had, as a group, had some type of animosity towards gays or gay men.
Bingo.
I never did. I don't know why he felt that the need that we had to somehow find some sympathy for gay people. Black men never had anything against gay people as a group, period. Never did. That's white men. White men will go after black gays more than black men would. So why you know what I'm saying? So, I'll leave it there. I'll come back and I'll let Kev and Mike cook a little bit. But
so Wayne, we know you're an athlete. You played football. I'm pretty sure you've been in a locker room with gay guys. I mean, it's
openly no. Openly no.
We in the gym with them. All that type of stuff.
Never had no.
There go MD. Oh, your ass showed up for that one, MD. But to my point there, you never made it like, oh man, I'm gonna bash you and this and that. So to your point, we don't do that. Like, the nigga mentality will do that, but we don't do that. We may joke like, man, you better keep that shit over there, or something like that. Shout out to the political prophet amongst men, MD. I think he started back the Thought Box, so y'all make sure and check that out. So we don't do that, and I'm glad, because I know Wayne played football for a long time. And MD played football. I'm pretty sure, MD, you've been in the locker room with some gay guys, and it never was to a point where we was like, we felt uncomfortable or nothing like that. You just like, hey man, keep that shit over there, and not for nothing. I'll say this emphatically because I got my cousin I got a few cousins that's gay. I will say this emphatically as having conversations with them. Most gay people don't even want you. So while you having this whole thing in your mind, like, oh man, he checking me out and he looking at me and blah blah blah, they ain't studying you, man. They just like they just leave them alone and do their thing. That's why black people, we not like that, man. You got the niggas like that, but black people not like that. Wayne was right. Like most white men, that's, oh, you're effing queer and we should bash you and this and that. Bro, black people don't be on that type of timing, man. We really don't be on that type of timing. I want to hear what else MD got to say. Kev, what you got to say about this, man?
I'm going to start off light too, but I'm not surprised myself. Barack Obama is a gay man. Let's keep it a buck.
Hey, the view. Listen, hold on.
That was actually funny. That was actually funny. Hey, that was funny. That was hilarious, bro.
Hey, the views and opinions of Kev do not reflect that of Trevor or the Straight Talk Society. I ain't got nothing to do with what he's about to say. Okay. This is all alleged. Go ahead, Kev.
I'm sorry, allegedly. But I'm with Wayne on this, man. I never liked the I have to watch what I say because I live with Democrats, but I never liked the way that party rolled. They were all about I want to say Satanist agendas, talking about, oh, you can just put on a wig and be a woman, talking about you can go into the same bathroom as women, putting women putting men in women's sports, a whole weird agenda, killing babies and stuff like that, or promoting killing babies and all that. I never liked it. So it doesn't surprise me that he's coming on podcasts and being open about it. And I wouldn't be surprised if one day allegedly his wife wasn't what we think it is. I'm just gonna say that.
All right, let's just let's just go down the rabbit hole temporarily. I mean, what the hell? If you're gonna go out, you might as well go out with a bang. What are you referring to, sir?
I don't think Michelle Obama is a woman. I'm just saying that, and it's a conspiracy. Y'all say it's a conspiracy, but hey, you guys remember? Okay, let me not say that. Okay, you want to say it's a conspiracy, but once upon a time, when a certain party was in office, you really couldn't express yourself because anything that you said that contradicted the quote unquote norm, you'd either get banned or removed off the internet. So, hey, let's and when you see certain clips online, right? When you look and you look at certain parts and you see certain things moving, it's like, I don't know if this is really I don't know if this is really who we think it is. But I do want to agree that black men don't really. I'm not even gonna say black men. I think Americans in general have a high tolerance when it comes to gay people. I mean, they have gay clubs, gay parties, whatever, like parades and stuff like that. I don't think there's much of a big deal in America. In the Caribbean, sure, like Jamaica, they're very intolerant about gay lifestyle and stuff like that. That's whatever. But in America, it seems pretty tame over here. But yeah, in regards to the children thing, no, I'm not gonna agree with that. I would never agree with that. I don't think I don't think we should put kids in a situation where we're molding them to other people's lifestyles, especially if those lifestyles aren't the healthiest. Let's just keep it a buck. It's not the healthiest. Yeah, but in general, like I said, I'm not surprised. I mean, they've been pushing that agenda for the longest. So if certain things came out, I wouldn't be surprised.
So, Mike, before you go, and actually you can answer MD's statement here. He said Obama's take was idiotic. Empathy is, I'm shocked he said that. Empathy is a close-knit emotion. You can't artificially manufacture empathy. If you have a friendship with a gay person, you automatically share feelings with that person, which is the definition of empathy, which I agree. I got no issue with what MD just said. Mike, what you got?
All right. I feel like this explores why I'm not an Obama fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Are you serious? Did you not listen to Tate Fist?
Yeah, I did. But I
call him
Tate Fist Democrats.
He is a fence rider. That's what I call him. Remember, that's where that all came from. And MD was like, "Well, nobody." I call them all fence riders.
Oh yeah, MD. I'm gonna drop the link. Yeah, go ahead, Mike. Because MD said he wanted to just give his take real quick because he got to go. So damn, we got MD. See, I told y'all, me and MD not beefing. For everybody who thought that, see, MD about to hit the panel. We not beefing. Just for y'all who thought so.
But it's like that's the reason I don't like Obama, because he's so willing. Always so willing to go out on a cliff, on a limb, or anything for gay people. It's like, bro, you're black. Supposedly, why aren't we your first? I said it all the time back when he was a president, or when he first got out of office. He didn't do anything specifically for us, and we're the reason he got in. We were his fan base. We were the reason he got. I know. And I'm not acting like white people didn't vote for him, but I'm saying if it wasn't a high 90% of black people vote for Obama, he would not be president. There was two things that made him president: black people vote for him, and W. Bush's horrible presidency. That's the reason. And he never felt the need. I don't understand why he always goes out on a cliff and on a limb for gay people. Like,
why do you think?
We're not. I'm not going there. Hey, the ideas of Kevin are not part of the not subject to approval from MIR or the show. Anything. I ain't tying my name to that either. But you know what? You're not the only person that's ever said that to me. I've seen people show me that picture, and I have to tell them some black girls have little afros.
Or the lighting. I was saying it was the lighting because Kev sent me the video.
It is what it is.
When you wear those type of pants, it bundles up. Because Ricardo says, Kev, you did not just insinuate Michelle Obama is not a woman, sir. That's out of pocket. Hey, Ricardo. And funny thing, Ricardo, he's not the only one.
He's not.
So I posed that question in another group, and 30% of them said the same thing. Just insane. Hey, Mike, hold your thought real quick. I want MD to rock out because he said he had to go. What's up, MD?
Oh no. Let Mike finish his thought. Right? I
go
can
ahead,
wait.
Mike.
It's all good.
In the meantime, I'm gonna send you a video, Trev. But go ahead.
So my thing is, he could have said that so much better. He's such an eloquent man. Just have to say, because as a man, I tell people all the time, as a black man, the only reason racists, white supremacists are the way they are. Well, no. The reason that most poor white supremacists are the way they are is because they don't know black people. They don't know them. The same. I talk about Asians. The reason they're so prejudiced is because they don't know any real black. All they know is TV. All they know is O-Dog. All they know is Tupac spitting at the camera. Oh, that Negro come in here, he gonna steal the foot. That's all they know. So when you I respect the thought of being around them, but that's something that has to happen naturally. I'm not gonna send my kid to a gay teacher. Hey, let's have transsexual reading at the library. That's crazy. That is an influential age, and they're going to take up what I'm giving them, especially if I'm sending them to it. If my kid, I know mad gay people, mad gay. I know trans, and I tell him I just had a discussion with a trans the other day, and he and I, because he's a transsexual male, I told him to his face.
You got to get him on the show, Mike. Oh my goodness, Mike.
Yeah, I'll tell you why I can't in a while. But because if it was a transsexual woman, I might. But it's a transsexual male, and they still soft as hell, soft as cupcake insides on the inside. You know what I mean? So you'll hurt their feelings.
You mean like a stud?
No, a transsexual man. But not a stud. A stud is more gangster than that person. But it's not even, I don't want to talk about them like that.
Go ahead.
But I told them to their face, I'm not just going to learn somebody's pronouns or learn what they like or learn what they want to be called or learn how to treat them if there's not a reason to. And that's how people are. If you meet a gay people and you have to work with a gay person or you have to be cool with a gay person, when I was at TSA, my boss, my supervisor, my direct supervisor was gay, and he hated me because he heard I was Jamaican and thought I hated him. I said, bro, I don't know you. You ain't trying to sleep with me. We cool. That's the kind of relationship we need. I'm not sending my child, hey, go to gay indoctrination class. Go ahead and get out. That doesn't make any sense. So Obama, if he would have just took that 5 steps lower, it would have made all the sense in the world. But yeah, I'm a gay teacher. Hey, bro, shut up. Why you always willing to go out on a limb for them? It's crazy, and it does make it look a little suspect. And every time you do it, I gotta fight Kevin for 3 hours to convince him no, and then he gonna go right back to that nonsense. Like it's.
You're not convincing me.
Oh, trust me, I've given
Mike,
up on convincing you.
I you see what Ricardo says. It's important to note Obama was against the gay agenda, especially marriage, when he ran. Yeah, that's what he ran on. But over time, he changed his stance once he got into office, which was like 2012 when he signed the bill for Don't Say Gay and all that other stuff.
Because that gay PAC money started coming in. That's what it is.
Right, like all politicians. Okay, Ricardo.
MD, what you got, MD?
Hey, peace, everybody. What's going on? Yeah, I just want to come up here real quick.
Like
I said, I've been listening to the takes that a lot of people have been having with this. They've been subpar, and I think people ain't getting I ain't talking about y'all. I'm just talking about everybody. Like they're not digging deep into what he said. What he said was flawed at best. Now, I totally agree with y'all in that aspect. But again, I deal with ideologies and thought processes and shit like that. When you talk about the emotion of empathy, that's a strong, potent emotion. Why? Because it veers into an emotion of sharing some commonality with another person. For instance, if my mom or a relative passed away and a friend of mine just had that same experience, I share that process through empathy. That's my friend. I remember what it was when my parent or my loved one passed away. That's empathy. You can't, these are commonality. If you got a gay person, you're going to share commonality based off whatever reason, except for being gay. If I'm not gay, it's literally impossible to have empathy for a gay person simply because they're gay. That's idiotic. Like that, in relative terms, that don't even make sense. In actuality, what Obama was saying is you have to have a gay friend in order to feel homosexual guilt. That's what he actually was saying. You must have this gay friend so you can feel sorry for whatever you may feel or whatever they may feel is going on with the homosexual community. More like almost like a token, not in persistence to say that some people have people around for a specific reason, but it's through guilt. I heard somebody sigh. What was that about?
Yeah, that
You
was
are
Wayne.
worse. MB, you are worse than Obama. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You are worse with that take. That was a horrible take. Because why not? Wait a minute. Because here's my point. Here's my point. Why not have that same conversation about Black history in this country? Why not have that?
Well, I don't know how you got a different.
Why is his conversation has to relate to gays and empathy? Why not?
I don't know if you misunderstood what I said, but that's kind of exactly what I just said.
Right.
What I'm saying is, no, my point is what I'm saying is, why Barack Obama don't have the same conversation on these platforms every time he has about Black
I don't disagree with you, bro. I'm not Barack Obama. I don't know.
All right, fair enough.
You asking me? I don't know.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But I'm just yeah. You tried to make an argument for the sake of making an argument, bro. If you wanted to debate, we could have did that a long time ago.
But you're trying to get us to understand what he's saying. We all understand what he's saying. We're saying it's the wrong conversation. In my opinion, it's the wrong take. It's never about Black folk with him,
big bro.
It's never.
I don't disagree with you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Right, he's not disagreeing.
Good God Almighty, God.
Hey, Wayne just got certain triggers, bro. Wayne just got certain triggers.
I'm just saying, bro. Like that. All right, y'all got to go ahead.
But even with the Black conversation, that's why I brought up token, because even with the Black conversation, when you talk about, let's swap out the parameters of what the discussion is. A white person should have a Black person so they could understand empathy or whatever. Impossible, because a white person is not Black. We're talking about white guilt at that point. That's why it's a focal point now in the debate. That's idiotic. You don't need to understand me. What the hell you need to understand me for?
But why do the front of the conversation has to be about men being empathetic about a gay man?
It's impossible to do that. I agree with you.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying, telling you.
Exactly.
Okay, it's impossible because I'm not gay. You not gay.
Exactly.
How can I empathize with a gay person?
And that's my point.
When I don't share the same feelings of a gay person.
But MD, I think Wayne's saying when you have such a big platform, why is it always that?
Yeah, because it's about formality. It's about formality. If we go talk about it from the political sense, because ultimately that's what it's about. If we're going to talk about it from a political sense, it's to placate to the common knowledge of what they may think is the reality of the time on the standpoint of homosexuals being quote unquote subjugated,
oppressed
oppressed people, right? when ultimately it's really about homosexuals per capita being some of the most powerful people in America.
Yes. Now see, now that's the MD I know. That's the MD right there. I like right there.
I don't disagree with that. By on average, homosexuals have a better income, are suited in executive positions,
Yes.
so on and so forth. Now, where me and you,
Oh, come on, man, come back.
Damn, he was spitting too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I agree. The MD spitting. He's spitting. I ain't gonna take that away from him.
Damn, his headset probably went out. Hey, come back, MD. Damn. Hey, jump in there, Mike. I think something happened to his headset.
Yo, this is so reminiscent of me and Wayne off camera. Because Wayne hear one thing and just the trigger hit me like,
yeah, that's trigger.
I'm like, nigga, I'm saying the same thing. I
Yeah,
promise we in the same place.
Hey, Wayne don't be wanting to hear that, boy. Wayne hear that.
Bro.
Wayne hear that one word and he like, no. You back, MD?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
my bad. I went up under a bridge. Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spitting,
yeah,
bro.
my bad. I went under a bridge. No. So what I was saying was, per capita, they make more money. They're in executive positions, so on and so forth. So politically speaking, they need that demographic in order to get money. So that's politics 101. So it is what it is. Just understand, and I don't even want to get into that part. All I'm saying is understand what empathy is. Empathy is a potent emotion. You cannot have empathy with a person where you don't share a common connection. That's impossible. It's impossible.
So he should have said sympathy then. He should have said sympathy.
Well, he shouldn't have said sympathy either, because that's even more disingenuous in terms of like the guilt aspect. Because sympathy means that you feel sorry. I feel sorry for you because you gay.
Yeah.
That don't make like. I mean, some people that may be, but that's not that wouldn't be the correct terminology either.
The views
because
of
why
Trevor
do I need to feel sorry for you? Why would I need to feel sorry for you? I mean, you got all the rights and everything that I got. Why do I need to feel sorry for you?
You're actually a more protected class. Tell you the truth.
Well, I mean, again, that goes back to the political position. So, it was a dumb thing to say, all in all. He said it for a specific reason. Just understand the underlying factors of why he said it. That's all I
can't disagree. Yeah, you're spitting. I can't disagree. I've always felt like the whole push was to desensitize people, so that way the powerful people in office can show, their fetishes, and it just be completely normal. That's just me.
Kev, I'm recommending to Trevor that you be suspended for the remainder of the season, because you said, because you said she was a man.
I said that. I just said certain things don't look right. That's all I'm saying.
All of y'all letting Kevin go crazy on his little conspiracy themes. I tried to stop it. This is what happens.
Well,
so y'all
Mike,
deal with it.
Mike, he's not the only one. Bones say the same thing. Man, when Bones told me, yeah, he right. I'm like, man, get out of here, man.
Of course I'm right.
Bro, that's crazy. Like, bro, the woman got 2 kids, man. I don't want to hear that.
They don't even look like her.
Well, my daughter, I was about to say,
daughter looks just like you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't even finish that.
Exactly. So, well, you gonna say that about my wife? That's crazy. Hey, well, Mike, read that question from Cliff. Well, that statement from Cliff. Cliff says, "Kids are human tape recorders."
Human tape recorders. He's trying to push an agenda to the boys, but he never had to experience as a boy. That's exactly what I said. I'm not sending my kid to gay training camp. Like, if they meet a gay person in school and they cool. But I'm not gonna put, hey, do you see the rednecks sending their kids to the hood? Hey, go talk to Tyrone and learn something. No. But if you meet them at school, cool, y'all besties, no biggie. Yeah, that's nuts, man. I'm not. I'm gonna say it again for the last time.
Finish your
Why
food,
is
man.
this always the hill he wants to die on? Why he loved them so
Especially
much?
Mike, especially when he ran against it. Hey, we got his exact quote. He said, you know, that same-sex marriage is wrong as a Christian man. Like that was what he was running on. And then all of a sudden in 2012, he like, you know what? Let me ease up off of that a little bit.
So you think when people run on something, they should stick to it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'll remember that for later. Continue.
I know he's gonna try to get me.
Hey, that's all I had wanted, y'all. Hey, peace out. I'm gonna be listening in.
All right, MD. What you doing a thought box this week?
I you know, I'm holding my breath, but TFP 2.0 will be Thursday night.
All right,
Episode 1. So we starting it up.
Let me tell you something my daughter told me the other night. Because I told her that we're gonna start back doing a wrestling show. Just won't do it weekly. And she was like, Daddy, can we get the other guy back? Just put that in your back pocket.
Hey man, hey, you know, hey, MD20 is a fan favorite, bro. Don't get it twisted.
Talk your shit.
MD20 is a fan favorite. Always will be. I don't know who said that we got beef. I don't even know where that come from.
Yeah, people stupid, man. People stupid. They dumb. It's yeah.
Dude,
Hey,
I'm gonna start starting rumors.
I gotta argue with somebody come football season because we play all this. We play all this year.
Exactly. So you know, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, man, like I said, we'll chop it up. We'll figure it out. Hell,
Right,
the person you need to be talking to is Van Cat, man. That's who you need to be talking to, man.
I tried,
right,
bro.
MD. See you later, MD.
Now you gotta get off.
I let it go.
All right, man.
He's pushing agendas. It's crazy.
No, you stupid, Governor. Hey, Trev.
Yeah.
Trev. Off
What's
topic,
up?
right? But real fast. I'm seriously considering that if the Giants have a shitty year and the quarterback is trash, that I should be legally, from man code, allowed to cancel my membership as a fan of the team.
No.
Do you think that's not allowed?
No, because say they end up getting what's the Manning kid? Oh my goodness, Arch. Say they end up getting Arch Manning next year and they ball out again, then you're gonna want to. No, you can't.
No, I'm not going back, bro. I'm so sick of them. Bro, I promise you, Shador is going to have a season, but we'll get into that later.
I don't believe that.
I heard about to be,
Mike, imagine being
number one pick.
Imagine being a Dolphin fan. I mean, I don't. Hey, listen. Excuse me, Mister. I just won a Super Bowl back to back against the Patriots, and we won one in 2000. Excuse me if I don't feel no sympathy or empathy for you.
You want me to tell you the difference?
I just made a video the other day. There was 25 people to start at quarterback the last time the Dolphins won a playoff game back in 2000. So I don't want to hear this bull crap.
You want me to tell you the difference? You guys are trying. You suck, but you're trying. Every time you do something, I can see the logic behind the move. It might not work, but I see it. I see there was no one else out there. So you latched on to Pennington and got the best you could out of Chad. I get that. What I don't get is how you let round after round go by and not pick a person that could have been picked number 3.
Michael.
Ew, don't ever say my whole name. Ew.
Know,
Michael. Mike.
What up, though?
Please finish your food.
My bad.
Sounds like ugh.
I didn't even pick up the food was being eaten. All right, fellas, man, damn, that's it. Less than 2.5 hours, even with a top 10. That's what's up.
Oh no, since you're done, let me get my spiel off.
Oh, here you go. See, I be wanting to get out of here.
Nope, y'all stay here and suffer with me.
All right, come on now before we're just wrapping you up.
Thank you kindly. Hey, and that was another thing by Dave Chappelle that was hilarious. Wrap it up, B. All right, anyway. In 1992, he was going down an escalator and told an 8-year-old girl, in 10 years, I'll be dating you. In 1991, a friend of his named John Casablancas started a contest where they were judging girls on being pretty, like a little pageant. And he, Casablanca and others, have been found to have been using it to sexually harass all the way up to raping some underage girls or some really, really freshly 18-year-old girls. And this guy was heavily involved in that. They had a calendar girl competition in '92 at Mar-a-Lago, which he's famously known at, where he's been accused of walking in and fondling a teen and then crawling in bed with a 22-year-old without her knowledge. There were only 2 guests allowed there. I'll let you guess who those 2 guests were. I'll tell you in a second. Virginia Guthrie was trafficked by one of those guests, along with his female worker. Guess where she was? Mar-a-Lago. 95, Maria Farmer was dating one of those guests. Took him over to go see the other guest, and he walks up to her and just starts to ogle her and look at her. And the other guy has to say, hey, she's not here for you. And when he was leaving, the guy goes, man, she looks 16. Because that's something you say, right? In 93, the second guest, there's 2 guests I'm talking about. The second guest, his girlfriend was brought over to hang out with the first guest. And the first guest said, automatically grabs her, feels her up. And the second guest has to slow him down and go, whoa, relax. The first guest has teen beauty pageants, where he brags about being able to walk into the back where the girls change because he runs it. These are girls ranging from 14 to 18. He has specifically, and many different times, spoken about wanting, lusting, and thirsting to have intercourse with his underage daughter at many different occasions. I am, of course, talking about Donald Trump. And the second guest, the person who has all these separate instances with him, is Epstein. And now you all sit back, and I don't hear one person complaining about why these records aren't being released. Where are these files? All they did was show you a video of Diddy throwing a heifer down, throwing a heifer on the ground, and stepping on her booty, and all of y'all had songs and, oh, don't watch out, don't get diddly giggled and diddly diddlered and all that stuff when it came to a black man. You got all this stuff that's been happening since 91, and I don't hear nobody making no tunes. I don't hear nobody saying, this man literally has the power to tomorrow put out the Epstein files and prove that he's not on it. Prove it. And he doesn't. And none of you got a thing to say about it. None of you cry about it. I don't want to hear, well, Diddy was on my news feed, so was Trump. So was Epstein. You guys sit here and complain and tell me how much you want to protect the kids. I love my baby. Oh, I would never let it. Where's the outrage, America? Where's the outrage, chat? I want the outrage. The man literally has had a billionaire say that he is in the Epstein files. If I told you that Kevin was a part of a bestiality ring,
no, don't put my name in that.
Allegedly.
Don't put my name in that. Nope.
If I said somebody, I'll probably use Cliff because he can't do nothing about it. But if he had a ring and he had the paperwork to prove he had nothing to do with it, but he just didn't want to put it out, nobody would believe him. Nobody would say a thing. But they all act like it's not happening. And I say all that to say 2 things. One, it's embarrassing to me how quickly people love to sell out black people, but won't do it for whites. And 2, this is why white supremacy is what it is. Look how fast.
Oh, Lord.
Look how fast. Look how
we don't want to hear it.
Sir,
the previous party was cutting off.
Name back in it? You want to bring your
previous party was cutting off.
Mind your business.
The penises and vaginas and breasts of kids, and people were cool with it. So now that we got rid of them.
Excuse me?
Now that we got rid of them, we don't
Nobody
regret.
heard a thing. Did anybody hear a thing about Diddy and underage kids? Did anybody hear a thing about Diddy and underage kids? Okay, then sit down and shut it up.
No, he said the previous part.
Administration.
Then they should be locked up. Negro, this is your problem. And it's the same problem Wayne got. I'm not
I
supporting
knew he
the
was
other
going to
side.
bring me into it.
I'm not supporting the other side. I think Democrats are on the list too. Lock them all up. But my problem is all these people that say how great Trump is are the same ones that say they love their kids, but they don't care about their kids when it's a tax break. That's what makes you sell your baby out. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if this man saved my life. If they got footage of you molesting an 8-year-old, I want you to die.
Well, how do
Simple
you know
and plain.
how do you know this stuff is true about what they have, what they're saying with Donald Trump?
You didn't listen to what I said, sir. I read off the things that were true.
On the internet.
If he's not on the list, why wouldn't he put the list out?
Well, let me ask you this.
Fair enough. I would want to clear myself wholeheartedly.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold on. See, this is what Democrats do now. Okay.
I am not a Democrat, sir.
You voted Democrat, though.
I literally just said the Democrats are on the list. I'm
Fair.
sure
You vote Democrat or not.
I literally said that.
Stop ducking the question, Donald.
He didn't ask a question. I can't duck that something that ain't happened. And shut your ass up. Go ahead, sir.
All right, my point. Okay, but let's. I grant you that, right? So if that's the case, then why didn't they pull the files out to tarnish his when he was running for president this second term? If that was the case,
because they're on the list too.
No.
Mike, exactly though, Mike. That's what he's saying though.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying Trump is not releasing them because he's on
no,
the
but
list.
you're trying to make it a Trump thing. Say it's
no, sir.
Did you say Barack Obama? He's on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Mike does not. Mike can tell you. Here's what Mike could do. Mike in conversation, Mike could say, "I think they all trash, Democrats as well." But he's always got the gun pointed at Republican white men all the time.
Can I respond? Can I respond? Because this will be a lot better with the chat, because at least the chat can hear that you guys are out of your freaking minds. Number one, Epstein was arrested under fucking Trump. Trump. He was arrested under Trump. So Trump could have released the files first. Secondly, nobody ran except for Trump saying that the Epstein files should be public. They should be public. No one but Trump said they should be pushed into public. Only Trump said it. Trump said, when I get in office, I can't wait to throw out the files. That's what Trump said, not 7 months ago.
I agree.
Not 7 months ago, Trump said it. Not Mike said it. Not Mike hating on the Republicans. Trump said it. Trump said it and Trevor, didn't you say somebody should believe in what they run? What they run on, they should stand on it?
I knew you were going to try to bring that shit up on me that quick. Yes.
So he ran on it. Stand on it. You don't get to act. Nigga, if I came out and said, you know what, chat, y'all, you see they nuts. Thank you, chat. Because that's all I get from them every freaking day.
Wait.
Oh, he only hate Republicans. No, I don't. I hate all of them.
Oh, man. Okay. You always got the gun pointed at Republican right man, though.
Because Republicans are in office.
All right. When Democrats
when Joe Biden was in office.
I said all of that when Joe Biden was in office. Did you not? You know what's so funny? Trevor, I
don't believe there are no files. I just believe there are, because here's the thing. If you had a chance to tarnish Trump's second run for the presidency, you would have pulled those files out. Biden administration, the Democrats, they was running everything. They could have pulled those files out and said, look at Donald Trump on this list.
Trevor, didn't I just answer why they didn't pull the files, Trevor?
Yeah, he said because they on it too.
Okay, so what? I don't understand what y'all don't understand.
The names out.
They on the damn files too.
Yeah.
So okay.
Said.
No, Mike. To your point though, if they're on the files too, wouldn't this be a good smoking gun for Trump to be like, see, they were all bad. They were all bad.
The difference is if he puts it out and redacts some names, they're gonna say he's redacting his name. You can't put it out and redact names. That's why the Democrats
no files, man. Ain't no files, man. This is political mumbo jumbo.
Of course there's files. Yo, white elites do not do anything without paperwork. That's one thing I know. White elites do not do anything without paperwork. There's always a trail. Even if the paperwork is digital, there's always a trail. Somebody got the files, and that person works in the DOJ. They have the files.
As much as this country didn't want Trump to win that presidency, they would have pulled those files out if they can hurt Trump's presidency at any cost.
Sir, you literally are making no sense. You and I sat back and watched how the Democratic Party sabotaged.
So then stop saying Trump and say white elite. Stop saying Trump as if Democrat white elites are not pieces of shit and a part of it.
I'm saying Trump because Trump is the one who said he wants to put the files out.
Well, Obama said he wasn't running.
Obama never said it. Obama never said it. Obama was never president when Epstein was in. Obama was never president when Epstein was in jail. Ever.
I'm just saying, Obama ran on not favor of gay marriages and stuff like that, and he changed this. He changed up. They do that, and like you act like you don't understand political.
Yo, changing up on gay marriage and changing up on child molestation are not in the same fucking planet. What is wrong with y'all? What the hell is wrong with y'all?
So Trump. So you're telling me but where's the proof that Trump molested a child?
Yo, Trevor, I swear to God, it's like I'm talking to nothing.
But why are you talking about? It's like I'm talking about a child being molested.
I said words, and you're hearing what you want to hear. I said words, and you're hearing what you want to hear.
Right?
Yo, chat, please tell me y'all hearing this, chat.
Okay,
tell me y'all hearing this.
Trev, who brought up child molestation, saying that? Oh, you're trying to compare child molestation to gay marriage. That was you.
I just did.
Why you? That's what I'm saying. That was such a radical statement.
Oh my God.
How was that a radical statement?
Gay marriage to child molestation.
Oh
you just did. You just did.
I'm talking
You just said Obama ran on against it and then went for it, and now you're saying when Trump does it, why am I mad? Nigga, that's comparing them.
No, I'm not saying
that's exactly what the hell you did.
I'm not comparing them.
did.
I'm getting you to recognize the political circus that it is. You act like you act like you can't recognize a political circus.
What I'm saying is politics don't matter when it comes to kids being molested.
Of course not. Nobody should be for child molestation. That's crazy. But I'm just saying, don't act like there's maybe that this whole thing with Epstein and these files could be political circus, as a lot of shit is.
It started with Trump.
Oh, look at that. Actually, Obama was president when Epstein initially was in prison the first time.
The first time? What are you talking about? No, he was arrested under Trump.
He said the first time. I don't know. I thought
he was arrested.
I thought it was in 2019.
He was arrested and indicted under Trump.
I thought it was
because that's when Trump started separating
Trump in that case.
And all I'm saying is, if this man, let's take it off of that. Trevor, I'm talking to you because apparently the rest of them too.
My point is though, Mike, why are you trying to correlate the Epstein files with Trump because of somebody said so?
No, this is why.
Oh yeah, Trevor. He went to jail in 2008, the first time.
Trevor,
and then again in 2019. What's up,
Trevor? If I told you, okay, that the gentleman we were talking about, the gentleman you talked about last time, you remember what we were talking about?
Yo, yeah.
If I told you him and Guy B were best friends for over 2-3 decades, and I have all these things that they've done together that include sex and young girls, all these things. I just made a list before we started debating. I said a list of things they were both involved in that had to do with underage girls. And they're not made up. They're things that are in the court of law. And the second guy was convicted in the court of law of being a predator sexually. And then the first guy gets arrested for sexually predating on a child. And then somebody goes, hey, what about guy number 2? Would that be such a large leap for your brain to make, Trevor?
No.
Okay, then. What the hell are they talking about? What are they talking about?
Hey, I want y'all to know, rarely do you, first of all, get Mike and Wayne to disagree. But secondly, these are the conversations we have behind the scenes that never make it to air. So I'm so glad they finally duking this out now.
And I'm right. You talking about? He was Trump. He was his best friend for decades, not a decade, decades. And they did all kind of creepy shit together. Why would I not assume something? And even if I didn't assume, if there's some paperwork, why wouldn't I go, hey, can we prove he's not on that just to be safe? We couldn't get the first guy because he quote unquote offed himself. Let's look at the second guy who's
you know what's interesting about this? When Trump was running for the second presidency, this was never used against him. This argument was never used against him. Never. By any politician, by Biden, by Kamala Harris in the debates, none of this. News, it wasn't covered on the news, nothing. Why?
Because they're stupid.
See what I'm saying?
Very convenient.
How you gonna ask me a question and get mad about it?
You see how Mike get to say that? You see
Very
that?
convenient. Yep.
You see how Mike get to just say that?
Oh my God!
Hold on, Trevor.
Exactly.
Did I say something crazy? Did I say something off the wall? Did I say something?
You see how you just get to say that?
They're stupid. Yo, if I'm running against Kevin for something, I'm bringing up all the nonsense he says on this show.
But I'm saying, how is every platform that is against? I mean, you can name every news article, social media platform, hundreds of platforms that was going against Trump during his presidency, and not one of these arguments was brought up against him.
Where do you think I got all the information? I got them from news platforms, from the New York Times.
I'm just saying,
that was after the fact. But nobody was bringing it up.
Was before.
I'm saying the stuff you read.
This is stuff that was brought out the first time he ran.
But if I had the ability to kill my opponent, why wouldn't I just take it?
Correct.
I've already answered that question because they're a part of it. Do you remember when I said that we only have 4 real news organizations and they're all owned by white supremacy? That's why nothing ever gets out for real.
That's where you get all your information from, huh? That's where you get all your information from. All right.
Hey, that's where I know you ain't talking about where you get your information from. I know you're not talking.
I know it's more credible.
I know you're not talking.
Regardless,
over there talking about black people got feathers in their hair and they the Indians. You take that over there.
And the transatlantic slave trade didn't happen.
It never happened.
Never happened.
Even though they got the boats and they got dead people and they found their bodies and it never happened.
They made them after the fact. The difference, Wayne, was that Trump ran on releasing the files and all of a sudden decided against it, and is getting the Republicans to kowtow to releasing from the file. So is my Obama like, hey, you ran on this, why didn't you stick to it? Why did you change? So I don't disagree with Mike.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with Cardi. I understand what Mike's saying. I'm just saying, but when he ran for presidency on the second term, they didn't use this. They didn't use during Trump's first term when rumors Trump was connected with Epstein file. Epstein was dead all of a sudden.
Facts. Thank you, MD. Oh, Tuesday MD is always my favorite.
I'm just saying. All right. Okay. All right.
I'm saying, and I don't understand how I can't call him stupid. Why I can't call him stupid? I think they're stupid.
All right. So you're saying the reason they don't use it against him is because they're on it as well. That's what you're saying. Okay.
I keep telling you, white supremacy is deep.
But you got the gun pointed at Trump, though.
Because Trump is president.
All right.
All right. We'll see your feelings next term.
If we were talking about R&B singers who need to get shot, I'll be pointing the gun at R. Kelly. I'll still be listening to his album, but that's what I'll be pointing at because he's the main one.
Right. So to that, I'm glad you brought up the R. Kelly thing. So because ever since y'all started this, shout out to you, Hassan. They had been talking about this for about a week. They've been going back and forth about this. So I'm glad that they actually brought it up on the show. But my only point, and if you go back in the chat, you'll see all I said was just because the whole Trump and Epstein thing going on doesn't mean that we can't talk about the other stuff. I think that it's sector wise, basic, especially on social media. On social media, you're not going to see black channels, and I'm not saying that is right. You're not going to see black channels focusing on the Trump and Epstein stuff. For whatever reason, it's not right, but you're not going to see it. Black channels are more so going to focus. Unfortunately, it's on entertainers, Diddy, R. Kelly. So that was my only thing. So, but just you can't not talk about it though. You can't just be like, oh, see Trump doing it, so you can't be so hard on Diddy. Like that was my only thing. F all of them.
I'm not trying to exactly. That's exactly how I feel. I don't want to take nothing away from Diddy. My problem is everybody act like Diddy is the most powerful or the most influential person that's doing. Like, all right, Diddy did what he did, but let's be clear. Let's be clear. Did you hear the video that just came out from Cassie threatening to kill that dude about the freak offs?
No.
Yeah. Go check that out and tell me if you still believe Cassie wasn't a part of this. The difference is the stuff about Diddy is out and it don't make him look worse to me. The only thing that made him look worse is the little video where he stomped on the girl booty. That's it.
So
everything else that they brought out in court made me go, oh, all of y'all was a part of it.
So for the record,
clean is Kid Cudi.
For the record, I don't think she wasn't a part of it. My only issue is and will always be he beat her up.
And I think that was a part of their drug-fueled romance.
And
and guess what? He should have went to jail for it.
Yes, he should have. That's my issue. No, he shouldn't have beat her up. Like that's is and always is my issue.
I agree.
MD says, remember the case record wasn't closed until Biden got in office. So nobody knew what was in it until that time. So until Biden got in office, right? Is that what you're saying?
That's after Trump. Trump was in office first. You keep forgetting that.
Yeah, but I guess, yeah, Trump was in office first. Biden got in and then Trump ran again. You knew Trump was going to run again because he kept saying it. Why didn't then you was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it to where he can't run again. We gonna put him out of his misery right now.
It's like I gotta keep answering the same question.
No, that's what I'm saying. That I get what you're saying, that because they're on it too.
Yes.
But what Wayne is saying is, if you had this smoking gun, wouldn't it be good for the sake of the Republic? Nobody cares about the Republic.
Nobody
for the sake of the Republic, wouldn't it be good to just to put it out? You could always put somebody else up there. Kamala isn't on it. She could have ran.
Oh, sir, you're confusing me. Whoa. Back up. I'm not saying Biden's on the list. I'm powerful people that control Biden are on the list. I don't think Biden could get it up. Okay, he's dead. My bad. I think Biden was home with his ketchup-loving woman and was doing what they do with their kids. I think the pervies that are billionaires that tell Biden what to do are on the list. And that's why the list ain't never coming out. I think they're on the list. The people that made Epstein rich are on the list. The sheiks, the people who own, who get paid to wake up in Arab countries.
Oh shit, Mike gonna love this one.
Ooh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Hey, I ain't got nothing else to say. My voice about to go. I ain't got nothing else to say. Thank you, sir.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Just like the Koch brothers were the Republicans back in the day. There's a Koch brothers on the Democrat side. Ricardo and MD know it better than me. But all those people are the ones that are keeping their mouth. Hey, we ain't releasing nothing. Shut your ass up. The dudes who make Trump shut up and do what he's told. Them the dudes that said it ain't coming out. Them the evil dudes. Those are, ready for it, the purveyors of white supremacy. I'm done.
Hey, Mike, not for nothing. I bet you if he released them and find out that his name's on the list, they wouldn't care.
That's my point. What was the last thing I said? I said white supremacy is crazy because they will just make an excuse.
No, but I'm just saying the American public love Trump so much, they wouldn't care. They'll find a way to forgive him.
MAGA would act like, oh well, he must have been blessing him with his cock. MAGA would just make up. I told you. Did I send you the thing last night where the guy, the liberal British American guy, was sat there with a bunch of 20 Republicans and had them running up to debate him, and he was just crushing them one by one, and they were literally.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, and the guy was like, "Well, I'm a fascist." Like guys were going up there literally exposing their racism, and people were around them clapping. That's America. That's the white supremacy I tell y'all about. That's the thing that Kevin thinks doesn't exist.
That's that platform, man. That show does that. That show do it with feminists when they do. Candace Owens was on that same show, and she was debating a bunch of feminists, and they surrounded her with a bunch of feminists, and everything radical that the feminists said, it was debating Candace Owens. People was clapping. That's just that show, Mike. You know,
no. I'm agreeing with you on that.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is.
Hey, Wayne just want that smoke, boy.
People.
No. Here's my thing with when we. I agree with a lot of things Mike say. That's my boy. You know, this is all love. My thing is with Mike is that when he talks about red, make sure you throw blue in there, because sometimes the only white supremacy that Mike wants to recognize is the white supremacy that wear red, as if there's no white supremacy on the blue side at all. Like there's no, all the time. Like when you talk about MAGA, talk about the demigods, the mercenary demigods over there on the Democrat side. Just like you said about, they wouldn't care because if it's Trump, because they're MAGA, they wouldn't care. Y'all Democrats had a brain dead president walking around here for 2 years, and nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. And they literally snatched. Wait a minute. They literally ran a coup on Democratic voters by snatching the president, a sitting president, snatched him down off the throne, gave y'all a letter saying, we don't have no more president. Here's Kamala Harris. No preliminary, no nothing. And y'all said nothing. So y'all nothing.
That's the problem with Wayne. See, that's the problem.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not
you
talking
said y'all. You talking about me.
No. I'm just saying the same argument that you have for MAGA, I have the same argument for demigods. You Democrat mercenaries. That's what I call y'all.
And I'm not a good Lord. I've said it too much. Check this out.
I never seen oligarchs spelled out before. That's dope. I never seen that before.
You are hilarious. You are hilarious. Yeah, you cannot say that. When I have been on a public show,
I didn't say you.
I know. But I'm saying you can't say that when I, MD, he who cannot be named because of Trevor, and Cardi have all been on a show where I take heat because I hate them. I say all the time that we don't have any party who cares about black people, and that we all need to go and get hammocks because there's no one there for. I say it all the time. So I'm saying that there's actually a place you can go listen to me say all the things you're saying people aren't saying.
He does say that a lot because he's a fatalist. I remember Mike telling me he can't wait till Trump wins so he could burn everything down.
So we can burn it down.
Yeah, he did say that. And
I said it. Yo, Trevor, who was the first person to say Trump was going to win?
Yeah, he did tell me that.
It was me.
When me and him was arguing about the Roe v. Wade thing, he brought that up and he was like, I can't wait for Trump to win so he could burn this whole thing down. Yeah, he used to tell me that all the time.
And people looked at me like I was nuts. No, he's not going to win. That's why I made sure I went on the show the night that it happened. And I said, everybody say my name. They were like, Mike is right. Mike is right. Because I knew it.
All right.
And this country's burning. This is just stage one. 2025 is stage one. Stage two is Kevin getting people to go against their interests and hate themselves. And then stage three is me in the hammock hiding all my weapons. Because I'm going to kill you if you come too close to my hammock. All right, I'm done.
Fair enough.
That was good.
Look what Cardi said. He agrees with me.
Just for the record, I hate the Democratic Party. I'm an independent voter.
I am.
Listen, fair enough. Here's my point. Like I said, my point is though, especially with black voters and black men for them. The same argument that you have for MAGA, make sure you have that same argument for demigods, mercenaries. The same thing. Okay.
I hate them.
All right, that's all I have.
You know what?
Right,
you know what? I don't know if they're going to win the next election. I haven't decided yet.
Nobody's going to be what's the name? I'm telling you that right now.
Who, DeSantis?
Who?
I think DeSantis is going to win right now. Who you think is going to win?
DeSantis? Yeah, nobody's beating DeSantis, man.
Okay, then you agree with me. See, that's why you number 5. MIR number 5. But check this out. If by a long shot a Democrat wins the next election, remember all the stuff I'm talking now, and you will see how much I hate them when they're in office.
Well,
because like I told you,
I'm glad we're in this space now. So when the Democrats come and they take the office, like you say, by a long shot, which I doubt, I think the next 10 years they're going to sit it out because I don't think nobody beating this young guy. You know, he's smart. He's not a radical Republican. He's not a Republican mercenary. He's just a whole different thing. But yeah, if they do so happen to take the office, I'm glad we're in this space because I want to see the same energy for the Democrats. That's all I'm saying.
And you shall, sir, because I hate their guts.
Fair enough. All right.
Except for Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie's the man.
I love Bernie.
Bernie's one of them too, but I hear you.
And this is why Kevin's on his own.
I don't mind.
For me, man.
And you shouldn't. Stand up, man.
Well, that was that was one of our most behind the scenes. Hey, I'm just glad we finally got a show where Mike wasn't yelling at me. So you know, I could just sit back and just listen. But I love when them two disagree though, because it's like they never disagree on anything until it comes to this. And like you legit get this is okay. So it's like people that listen to the show, like the women, they have a saying with Wayne. They like you could be talking about this cup, and Wayne will somehow make it about women. So it's rare to hear him and Mike ever disagree. So I love this.
Hey, the only way you can stay right is to sharpen your rightness against somebody else who thinks stays right. That's how we stay right. Number 1 and number 5.
And then guess what? We do like lean on me. All right, let's go get some meat.
Yeah, that's what people don't understand. Like I had somebody reach out to me like, how come you and Mike always argue? I say you think you like what? Don't you see him the next week? I'm like, you literally like, what is that? That we having a debate. That's what you do. Had my throat not been hurting, I'd probably get into this more. But
hey, one time me and Mike had
buy Wayne wings.
Hey, yo, one time me and Mike had the biggest back and forth. I mean, we was going at it, and then right after that, Mike, you sent me a crypto play about this is about to take off, like literally. And then I put some money on it and sent you a screenshot. I say, hey, yo, I bought some stuff. I bought some stock. I bought some shares.
My nigga. Because
like me and Wayne always arguing about man versus woman. So what? That's what dudes do. That's why, like Malcolm Jamal, Warner, you gotta if you don't have nothing to smile about, then you beat a smile on somebody else's face, and hopefully we made y'all smile tonight in light of all that's going on in life, man. So Kev, go on, give your close out. See how
I want to add Kevin to that. Me and Kevin used to sit next to each other for hours, hating. You need to love yourself. You ain't this, and me telling him he crazy, and then go outside and talk about my car for 20 minutes about hey man, how you feeling, bro? You feeling good, bro? That's man stuff. We not women. That's it. Go ahead, Kevin. My bad.
Well, because I don't tend to have fake friends, so I don't really have issues with that. But before I go, everything I said, I may or may not be crazy. Okay, so don't take don't take what I said and flip it 10 years down the line. And before I go, let me give you my top 5 comedy specials because that just fired me out.
Go ahead,
yeah,
Lord.
Kevin's top 5. Yes, so
Number
we got
5, Kev.
I'll make it quick. And this is out of order, but this is Dave Chappelle, Killing Them Softly.
Okay.
That's the one with the crackhead baby, right?
Yes.
Yes, classic.
Yep.
And the one where no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the next one. Okay, then we got Chris Rock, Bring the Pain, classic.
Number
that's
8.
One where that's one where he's like, Black people didn't have a taxi. They were the taxi.
Yeah.
Giddy up,
Oh, that
Main
was so
Street.
funny.
Click, click, click.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Then we got Chris Tucker. Netflix is a joke. That one's on Netflix.
You're on there, buddy.
I never seen that.
There's a reason you never seen it.
It's a strong special, and there's a reason why he was in Rush Hour. So I'm gonna give you that. And then we got two more that people probably don't know, or at least Black people don't. But we got Brian Regan. He is hilarious.
I like him.
Oh, you like him? Okay, nice. Yeah, he's more of like a clean comedy type of guy.
But he doesn't have a special that's strong from top to bottom. This isn't the best stand-ups. It's the best stand-up specials.
Stand-up special.
Mike is being that guy. This man giving his list. And Mike
my
just
bad.
criticizing the hell out of the man.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Nah, I think his comedy special at the Improv was very strong. I think that's his best.
You mean the epitome of hyperbole?
That one, right. Yep.
That was very funny, but it wasn't strong all the way through, but it was very good.
Man, I don't know. The views are up there. And then last one, we got Russell Peters, his Notorious special. Yeah, he does a lot of Indian comedy, but the fact that he does it is so relatable. Even if you're not Indian, it's like, dang, this dude is top tier.
He is hilarious.
Hilarious, man.
But he doesn't have a strong. He's just like George Lopez. They have great spots and really strong sets, but they don't have a set that you're laughing from beginning to end completely. Go listen to the top 5 I said and see a moment where you're lagging. You won't have one. They're strong from top down. But yours aren't bad. I like your list too.
Yeah. Like I said, out of order, but yeah, definitely a strong list. Appreciate that. But all right, guys. Like I said, don't take anything I said and clip it and then harass me 10 years down the line. But I said what I said, and what I said is facts.
all right, Mr. Conspiracy.
All right, y'all. All right, chat. Peace.
Wayne, go. Excuse me.
Be safe.
Yeah. Wayne, gonna give your close out.
Hey, that's it. I don't have a whole lot to say. Peace, Kev, Mike, Trev, everybody in the chat. Peace. Shout out to MD for coming on the panel. Cardi. Hey, y'all have a good night. We'll do it again. What, next week? Next week?
No, week after.
Okay, we got it. All right, peace. See y'all in 2 weeks.
Down to the final 5, baby.
All right,
my bro.
All right, yep. All right, y'all.
All right, Wayne. All right, Mike, take us home. My throat about to burn up on me.
I'm gonna let you have that without saying anything funny, because I had some jokes on deck. Shout out to my MIR crew. Props to the new addition, Bones Baby. I love it. Shout out to the other members. I love y'all. You know what it is. Shout out to everyone that listened to me and got into Dogecoin. I made, I think, like $4,000. I hope you guys made some too. If you didn't, it's on you. And remember, 2 weeks from now, we're gonna have. See, Trevor didn't think I was gonna come with a Trump fire at the end. He thought I was slipping. I
know, and you know what's funny? I just looked and was like, "Oh shit, I was supposed to play that Trump video."
Oh, it's all right. Your boy here. When I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Just like I'm going to do the Precious Mama thing. It has not been forgotten. It's just this weekend was crazy. But I hope everyone made some money. You didn't, that's on you. Last but not least, remember, in 2 weeks, the top 10 sexiest songs of all time. I got Wayne's 10. I got my 10. Cardi's coming with his. If you want one of yours to try to make the list, bring it through. I already lost that song, Gregory Abbott, Shake You Down. That got knocked off of my list, and I love that song.
Man.
That song ain't no joke.
Oh man.
Yo, Trevor, just say you my relative, nigga. Just stop playing. Just say you my family, son.
Oh,
that's
my
the song
goodness.
me and my mom bond over. I love that song.
I think that was you know what? I'm almost certain there was a wrestler back in the 80s, Iceman King Parsons, a black guy, used to have a Road Warriors skullet, and for some reason he would come to the ring with that song.
Stop playing. I gotta go.
Which is why that's what I remember it about.
You need to go text that wrestler's name to me so I can watch these.
Yeah, Iceman King Parsons used to come to the ring in that. I don't know why, but he did.
Nigga, that song, bruh, that song used to make me curl up on my ex like, hey, Shawty, I don't even know what to tell you. You know, it's about to go down. But that, and there's another song that's very lightly known. Most people don't know it, by Estelle, called Come Over. It is the first time that I heard a woman on record proposition a man like, hey, daddy, come get these cookies. And that thing's sexy to me. It's Jamaican-ish with a British flair, and Sean Paul's on a remix. It's fire. Go listen to it. Sexy as hell to me. But those are my 9 and 10 that got knocked off the list. So y'all better come strong, because Gregory Abbott's my favorite old school song. I'm talking about over Let's Get It On, over the song that Steve Harvey made famous, again, over all that old school stuff. Gregory Abbott is the sexiest old school song to me. So come with some fire.
Girl, I've been watching you.
My nigga didn't even need to be prompted. Yo, boy,
it is messed up, man. It's messed
hey,
up.
sir, you've earned more points in the last 10 seconds than you did all of this year combined.
Bro, that song is fire, man. I don't know why Iceman used to come to the ring with that. Back in the mid 80s. That's not a song you think like a wrestler's ring entrance. That's crazy.
That's sexy though, right? He was probably looking at their managers.
Yeah, Iceman King. Yeah, you gotta look him up though. Iceman King Parsons. I think he's still alive, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, if he is, I need to go write him. Sir, I just found out about you, sir. You are amazing. But please hit me up. I'm not gonna lie to you. The room is getting real tight because Wayne had a lot of the stuff I had, but he also had some heat rock. So you better come with it. Oh, and the rule is you're only allowed one song. So I'm not having, because there's people who got 4 or 5 songs that are crazy sexy. I'm not doing
all
that.
your damn songs off the list.
Facts. So the number one person on my list.
10.
Exactly. The number one person on my list, he got 1,800,000 songs, but I had to pick one, and the one I picked is the sexiest song he ever did in my life, and I will never change it. Even though the one that's close to second is fire too. Good Lord. All right. That's all I got to say. Love to y'all. The Dogecoin is not finished. You can still get in. Tell Double Patella to holler at me and I'll explain it to her better. Everybody else, chat, not Nene, but damn it, Keetot. I said Nene. Keetot, you are loved, twin. You know what it is. All my Bible thumpers. I love the Lord too. Just apparently not anywhere as polished and as well as you do, but I say a girl gave me an affirmation and the armor of the Lord's in it, so I say it every chance I get to get me protection from these devils in the world. We need y'all too. Even you Israelites who want to beat up all the people who aren't Israelites, we need y'all too. Everybody stay safe, stay strong, and love your babies. Put out the list, Trump. Holla at your boy.
All right, Mike. Oh man, that was fun. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here, man. I'm trying to hold it together right now. My throat is like killing me right now, man. So I appreciate you guys for coming through, man. Rest in peace to the brothers that we lost to yesterday, and Ozzy Osbourne today. Yeah, death is a son of a bitch, man. You can never prepare for it, man. So live hard, man. Love hard. Kiss your family and all that good stuff, man. I will see you guys. What's today? Today's Monday. So the next time you guys will see me is probably August. I think the first week of August, Pause and Reflect will be back. And we'll also have this show because I think the 2-week cycle will be up, and also Wrestling Then and Now with me and my princess will be doing the SummerSlam preview show, and we're gonna do a watch along to the main event. Who knows? We may have special guest appearance by MD joining in because by special request of the little one. So. Hey man, that's crazy, man. Oh my goodness, bro. And I do have a debate coming up. Eddie Israel and Stacey Mobley be debating on the 7th. Peter Cox also hit me up. Somebody wants to debate him. So hey man, we still got a lot going on, just not as frequently as it was before. Time will not permit me to do it. Make sure y'all stay tuned in for my shorts. I've been dropping shorts like crazy, and I'm gonna have a bunch of them for SummerSlam coming up. And when soon as football season starts up, the channel gonna be lit up like fire with all my Dolphin takes, man. So y'all make sure and tune into that. Hey, it's leaving me. I will see you guys on the other side, man. Y'all be safe and try loving somebody, man. It is so much easier. Peace.
I am inevitable.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation, nor from the weakness that will cause us to stumble and fall. When you laugh at somebody else's fall, white or black, rich or poor, your enemy or your friend, you are laughing and opening a way for your own demise when you do that. Because to laugh and not learn, to make mockery and not to understand, is to make the same mistake yourself.